No, it's not the morning report. What? Morning report? What's that? That never happened. The morning report? We were never the morning. And ignore those words right there. Woke up anyways. First name Chill, last name Monger. Who are you?
What's up and what's going on, everybody? Darius here with Client Fanatics. That is, as he said, Chill. This is not the morning report. As we told you guys on Friday, the new times would be this time. It would not be in the mornings any longer. New times are going to be around 1:30 Central Standard Time, 2 Central Standard Time, which would be what time for you? 2?
Yeah, 2:30 to 3.
Yeah, Eastern Standard. So these are the times now. I think it's better for both of us. Jill gets to sleep. I can get some things done to where I don't have to do them at night, and then boom. Yeah, so but we are here with you guys. There was I don't say it was a weekend full of news, but there were definitely obviously things from D23 to talk about. There are some new things to talk about in regards to Doomsday, including Steve Rogers and how this is all once again tying back to Endgame and everything like that, and some other things that I tend to reference Josh a lot, but I actually want to go and look at something the theory that he crafted that actually really, out of all his crazy sometimes fucking theories, even that one about Iron Man being just Doctor Doom or adopted by the Starks, I hated that theory, but this theory actually fits. It actually fits with what's going on. It makes sense, things like that. So I'd actually want to listen to what he's talking about in regards to that, and then we'll go over a lot of other things that are in the news on our docket today.
What's going on? Dwayne and Ricardo and Nery's 21 and Groovy Feet. Antoine Films. Ricardo, Xavier is in the building. I was about to hop on Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, but I can stay. You better. That's a 20-year-old game now. You're better off with us.
Fun game.
Yeah.
I was actually I have that game. I don't know why I have this cup. It's not the cup I wanted. I have that game. Put it back in to replay it, and I was like, well, let me put it on. I don't know. I forget what the highest tier level you can play. I don't know if it's like Sith Lord or whatever the fuck it is. Put it on that, brother. I can't get past the fucking hangar. I'm on the first level. I'm like, damn.
The last video game I played with, I had to go easy mode. Because what the hell, bro? Do I really need to beat an extra pair of people? Let me just enjoy the story, have some fun, listen to the voice acting cutscenes, and just chill.
What's going on, Tony?
Look at him. He put his phone down, and then he was like, here, it's going to look like my hair is moving on its own. And he just leaned forward, took a little picture. Who's got the best profile photo out of all of our listeners right now? Ricardo, that's not even you, bro. Xavier Phoenix, he's got a comic book icon. Who is that? Is that like a Killmonger?
Could be him drawn.
All right. Oh, winner. What? Looking in the mirror. I bet, and he films. This is his profession. You win. No one's beating that. Naries. That looks AI. Does that even look like a real person? Well, it's professionally shot if it's a real person, so take it as a compliment. You get the silver medal.
That's not Naries.
It's not? Who is it?
That's Naries, but that's not him in the picture. I don't know who that is.
Detour over. Let's get to commenting on someone else's looks, and that would be not Dwayne, not you. But
people are very
this Dwayne. Hi, go Ivan Gutierrez.
Concerned with the way The Rock looks right now in his latest public appearance. Now, this is a video from a premiere that was posted yesterday, and as you can see, The Rock looks very different. Just in case it's been a while since you've seen The Rock, this is what he looked like during the Pain and Gain movie just a few years ago. Now, this one is a drastic difference. Obviously, this is him when he was 18 years old, still very good size, and this is him at one of his biggest. And another comparison of when he first started acting to what he looked like at his biggest during the Pain and Gain movie. And when you compare those images to this one right here of him from yesterday, you can tell, look at his chest, his waist is very small, his forearms are also very small. You can tell that he's taken a drastic change from just a few years ago. Now, some people are questioning, is this new look for a new movie role?
Somebody wrote looking like Megan Fox. It just changed, but that was a funny comment.
Other people are claiming that he was on substances during his WWE and acting career to make him larger, and that now he's going to try and live long enough and fade away to just enjoy his millions and billions of dollars. People are very concerned with the way.
So that's Dwayne. He was The Rock, and now he's less Rock, but he's also 53 years old. What do you guys think about the way he looks?
Maybe he's losing weight for a role. Could be for a role, or I don't know. I try, even though I say I try not to, but I guess I do, maybe to myself. But then I also try to remember Chad, because I'm not going to say that I didn't say, damn, when I saw him and was questioning and was wondering. Now, I wasn't making fun of him, but I was questioning. I was wondering things. So I try not to do that ever since then. I don't know, though. It could be for a role. He could be ill. We pray that he's not ill, but I don't know. Maybe it's for a role, because wasn't he just big as shit for whatever role he just took on, the biopic or whatever?
Yeah, he was very large for Smashing Machine. And
maybe that
from this angle, it looks like he skipped the gym for a couple weeks. Maybe he had a surgery for something. Maybe, who knows what it was for why he hasn't been in the gym for so long. But all right, he looks a little different. He's still a big, bulky guy. You know what I mean? He's 53. If he's saying goodbye I knew someone was gonna write that. The Rock looks more like a pebble. If he wants to say goodbye to that bodybuilder stuff like Batista, if he wants that not to be his look anymore, and he's like, well, who am I kidding? I'm not going back in the ring. I'm done accepting roles such as like, oh, you got to be big and everything. Hey, that's in my past. And so in a certain way, he sort of retired those roles. He can continue acting another way, or he can just put the muscle back on, or this is a life-threatening illness, and we may never know until it's too late, maybe. So again, we've been through this before, so really not much to say. Hope it's for a role, though. No one asked him, though, and he hasn't done an interview, so that's not a good look. He's down considerable. Like, he's a solid 30, 40 pounds lighter.
Yeah. Maybe a role. Who knows? Hope you're all right.
So, shoot. Let's slip over on to the Harry Potter world, the Harry Potter franchise. There's one more thing to talk about here. Culture Crave tells us that Chris Columbus says an adaptation of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is never going to happen. Remember Chris Columbus, he's that director from those Harry Potter movies in the beginning.
And he did the Fantastic Four films, where he was told, oh no, that's too, even then Marvel was too comic booky. Even then he was told, oh no, our ideas are the ideas he had, because he wanted to make it, his quote was, he wanted to make it like the Silver Age comics. Make it the whole, big, colorful. Marvel said, I know that this stuff is from the comics, but we're not looking to the comics. So make Galactus a cloud. Let's move on.
Hilarious. Okay, quote, it's gotten so complicated with all the political stuff. Everyone in the cast has their own opinion, which is different from J.K. Rowling's opinion, which makes it impossible. That's why the Cursed Child can't happen. The play, that's what, 10 years post Harry Potter's life?
I'm not trying to stop you. Who the hell is Pra-Shig? Because I don't know what the fuck the Bang Guy 4 trailer is, but if you wanted me to give a fuck about it, I now don't. You have put that in this chat more than 50 goddamn times. I don't give a fuck about the Bang Guy 4 trailer. Fuck the Bang Guy 4 trailer. Fuck you for sending all those fucking messages that you're sending in the chat right now. Ridiculous. You're about to get blocked.
India's biggest action superstar.
I don't give a good goddamn.
Let this be a lesson to you, Parashik. That's called spamming. It's annoying. Now you can say something and then wait for us to get to it, or if we're at a portion of the stream where we're taking questions and we're looking, you write that in there, and we'll actually care enough to go, Bangai 4 trailer. I promise you, there's been times before where someone would suggest something and we'd go straight to whatever it was. Put a super chat in, we'll do it guaranteed because you paid for it. But I don't care much either about India's biggest action superstar Tiger Shroff. Thank you for coming. So Ricardo, on topic, he says new Harry Potter actors.
Hey, bro, put that in there again. I'm gonna block your ass. I'm letting you know that right now. Put that shit in there and again. I'm gonna block your ass.
Make sure you don't Right Sound Studios him. New Harry Potter actors are getting flack for being in the reboot because of Rowling's views. What do you guys think on that? It's BS. It's like you can separate someone views. Like I watched Ezra Miller in Flash. I watch artists differently from. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal to me. But then Hollywood is thinking about perception. What's our image? Who do we hire? And they'll think about that. So I understand why they do that. It won't affect me really, but there are things that are going to affect me, just not this.
Yeah, the Cursed Child never happening, or to Chris Columbus saying it's never going to happen. I mean, does he work for Warner Brothers? He didn't work for them. I'm not sure how he has that information. Maybe he's just saying that because he thinks that. But then again, maybe he has inside knowledge. I don't know. Maybe the Cursed Child is cursed. Maybe it's never going to happen. I would assume probably not, just simply because these three here on screen have said they don't want to come back. Daniel was asked, does he want to come back even, as a cameo in the Harry Potter series? And he said no. So I don't know if it's still the connection, like he was saying there, the political stuff connection with Rowling. I'm almost positive that's the reason these three don't fuck with Harry Potter or anything with that. The only reason they went to that HBO Max reunion was because I think one, it was like 20 years, 10 years. Everybody had been there, or everybody was there besides Alan Rickman. And
he was in Toronto, but then Emma Watson took a plane over to go and be with him in that.
Yeah, but Alan Rickman, why am I calling that? Rickman was already passed, wasn't he?
Yes, true, yeah.
So I think that was one of the major reasons they did it. I don't think they fuck with this IP outside of what they did during their time.
I hear you. Continuing on with Harry Potter, there are castings. And HBO's Potter series enlists Warwick Davis to reprise Professor Phileas Flitwick, plus 7 others to cast. Okay, there's one returning actor. Get out the way. Why is the ad not getting out? There's one returning actor, Warwick Davis. Should he be the returning actor? I feel like it's just so useless. I feel like you got to be able to separate the past from that. We're different universes or universes. Yeah, universes. The different universe, a different thing. Don't return one, because then we're gonna say, okay, well, how about he comes back as that? Hagrid was the perfect Hagrid. Why can't we have Hagrid again? His age isn't essential. I don't agree with this casting. Not a big deal, but I don't agree. You? You're muted. Okay.
Oops. I said when I saw it, I thought the same thing. I was kind of like, why are you bringing back? But then I thought about his role, and it's so minor and doesn't matter at all. It's whatever. I think the most he does is direct the choir on during the "This is Halloween" that thing, and then the Christmas stuff, and
yeah,
I think he has a few lines at the table that all the teachers sit at during like the dinners, but I don't think it goes any. Now maybe his role in the books, because I haven't read them, is larger. I don't know.
No, he's just a regular old teacher. What does he teach? The plants and stuff.
I don't even think he's the plant teacher. The plant teacher is what's her name? The heavier set girl.
Oh, Sprout.
Yeah, Mrs. Sprout or Professor Sprout. I think he's music.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, I think he's music.
Ricardo said if irrelevant character.
Yeah, that's why I said it's so it doesn't really matter because he's so. But they did cast. I don't know if that's in this. They casted some of the other children.
Yeah, it's got 7 other castings. I'll scroll down to those. But as far as this guy, one last point. Remember when Peter Dinklage made those comments and then Disney listened and they were like, okay, no more dwarves in Snow White? A lot of the dwarf actors in the community were like, damn, there's so few roles and he gets all of them. I can see a lot of resentment going to my boy because you really had to double dip. It wasn't enough for you to just pass it on to another generation. Man, it's hard out here for a dwarf already. And here you are. You could get hired for something else, Warwick.
I would tell them to kiss my ass and come pay my bills then. I got bills just like the rest of you dwarfs.
MJ says Warwick Davis was also the Goblin Banker. Little That's people true. Need work. Peter Dinklage comments ruining work for them, LOL. Yes, Peter Dinklage's comments, but it's the studios for listening to Peter Dinklage's comments. I don't know why he had like this mega authority.
I think because I don't know if this, because he is like one of the faces of dwarfism.
Yeah, he's the highest profile.
Little people,
dwarf. I don't mean to be offensive. And
I don't think they like that. I don't think politically that is correct. I think we are supposed to be saying little people.
Okay. I know though that the stat or that the disease, that the condition, it's called dwarfism. So I don't mean anything other than
I didn't mean any disrespect. I just don't. I know that everything is so. So
why not short? Why little? I don't want to call someone little. Short can only mean height. Little is just like you're not little. Your size is small. You're not little.
They have a show, People Big World. I don't even know if that's even a show anymore. It was. You know how TLC had all those. Yeah, Little People Big World.
Yeah.
They had big children.
Yeah, that doesn't like carry genetically.
I know, but they had like 10 of them or 8 of them, and like only 2 of them or 1 of them was big. The rest were all.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was interesting.
Okay, 23 chromosomes from the man, 23 from the woman. It just depends on whose you get.
Yeah, so.
Why am I talking like I know this? I'm sorry. I don't know if that's true. Thank you for you guys chiming in. Let's move on to another actor, maybe. So these are some new kids and some actors who are going to play teachers. As previously announced,
one of the 2 black kids, not the 2 points for Gryffindor black kid, but the other one.
Dean Thomas.
Yeah.
All right, a little darker than the other one that we had.
He is. He is.
As previously announced, young actors Dominic McLaughlin. Oh, sorry. Just as I was reading that, I was thinking about something that I just said. I just said he's a little darker than the other one was. See, folks, that's me being consistent because I don't like that Jon Stewart was casted by Aaron Pierre because that's not the right skin tone. And I'm saying that it's the same thing here, that this guy's too dark for the consistent skin tone of what Dean Thomas should be looking like. Okay? Consistency. As previously announced, young actors Dominic McLaughlin, Arabella Stratton, and Alistair Stout will respectively play the main trio of Harry Potter. John Lithgow as Albus Dumbledore, Janet Metier, Papa Asidju, blah, 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 blah. The Harry Potter series, which began production in July, is described as a faithful adaptation of J.K. Rowling's popular novels. Full of the fantastic detail and much-loved characters Harry Potter fans have adored for the past 25 years. The series is written by Francesca Gardiner, while fellow executive producer Mark Malloyd will direct multiple episodes. Rowling, Neil Blair, Ruth Kenley-Letts, and David Heyman also serve as executive producers. Are you looking forward to Warwick Davis's return as Flitwick? I thought there'd be more.
I'll tell you what I am looking forward to, because I don't know why I keep forgetting, but maybe it's because it's not something I'm really fixated on. It is a point in the show, something I'm not really fixated on. But Papa, if we're saying his name correctly, playing Snape. We've seen now pictures of the kids in their costumes. We've seen Hagrid. I'm assuming because they were, last time we saw him and Hagrid behind the snes photos, they were going to Diagon Alley. So from Diagon Alley, we are at Hogwarts. So we should be seeing him as Snape soon with some BTS photos. I'm very interested. Does he have a fade? Does he have long hair? Is it an S curl? Is it braids? What kind of hair? How are they doing Snape since they're not doing Snape? Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Antonio, the new Quidditch announcer, because there's only 2 black folks at Hogwarts. The Quidditch announcer and the other little boy. You know, other black kids at Hogwarts. 2 points for Gryffindor. That was our only scenes. Oh no, she smiled. She was down at the table when Harry and blonde head Malfoy fought. He said, "Scared, Potter." He said, "You wish." Then they panned to her and she gave a little smirk. That's it though. That's it.
Stand and go.
That's funny.
You know, some people are gonna complain after season 1. Hey, it's not progressive enough. Season 2. Then what will they do that's drastic in season 3?
What we said, the Triwizard Games, where you bring in the African school that you introduced in the game.
Yep. You have Igor dating with Hermione. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. But you could do that. Or you could even say that Papa Snape is from that school.
Yeah, he's a transfer.
Or from there, I guess, because then you can't say that. He has to go to school with Lily and everybody else for all that to even play out. He can't go to a different school. So,
Gotcha. I tried looking for some of those new castings and I cannot find them.
That was all of them.
That was all of them?
The pictures there?
Yeah. Okay. Now that I actually stop and read, yes. Okay, these are the names from left to right. Elijah Oshin as Dean Thomas. Finn Stevens as Crab, and then William Nash as Goyle. Oh, the 2 bullies from Slytherin, right?
Okay. Yeah, Malfoy's friends.
Then we got Serene Saba as Professor Sprout.
Oh, she's not heavy set. Okay.
She looks heavier maybe than you may think. I can see in her cheeks.
Maybe.
Richard Durden as Professor Binns. I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who the hell that is. Maybe that's a book thing and they just didn't put it in the movie.
Brid Brennan as Madame Pomfrey. Yup. And Leigh Gill as Grip Hook. So that's the elf.
The janitor. Oh,
I thought it was the elf. Maybe it is the janitor. Sorry. No, Filch. That's the janitor. Filch.
Oh yeah, Filch is the janitor.
I think he's the Gringotts.
Let me see who the fuck Professor Binns is.
She got cheeks on her cheekbones.
He was a wizard and history of magic professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It is likely that Professor Binns was cut from the Harry Potter movies because the cost involved with putting a transparent ghost on screen. Oh, he's a ghost. He's a ghost and he's a teacher. Okay. Professor Binns.
That's the only trans character you're getting, a transparent ghost.
They had ghosts in Harry Potter.
Did they?
Yeah, the one
nearly
that walked
headless
around,
Nick
took off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had ghosts. I don't know what they're talking about there, but maybe that is why. I mean, maybe because I guess he would have been on screen a lot longer than Nearly Headless Nick. Nearly Headless Nick was like passing by from scene to scene. So, probably. But he's a ghost.
Yeah, man. Harry Potter. There it is. Casting announcements. They're already filming. We're almost there.
See, I like that, though. You know, some people were saying, why are they doing this? And at the beginning of all this, I was one of them. But after learning what I learned toward the beginning, that they were adapting things from the books that we weren't seeing, even this, I like that. I didn't know who the hell Professor Binns is. who knows what else is going to be put in here that we haven't seen from the movie. So yeah, I like it.
Want to segue into Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, we can go there.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Well, I guess first we would need to say, so Snoop Dogg came out, and Snoop has had people after on his head since he, especially anytime the Shade Room shares him. I don't know how many people follow the Shade Room on Instagram or anything like that, but anytime the Shade Room shares Snoop, people are always commenting under the video or picture, whatever it may be. We haven't forgotten him performing for Trump, and then this and this and that, and blah blah blah, because of his previous comments 4 years prior to black folks performing for Trump, and this and this and that. But that's not what I'm just bringing that up to say that people have been on his head since then. It hasn't seemed like he's really had any slack. Now, in this comment here, and this is the video where he said it, right? Yeah. This is where he made some comments about the Lightyear film. As we all know, the Lightyear film did feature a gay couple, a lesbian couple. I don't believe they don't go into the details of it or anything like that. But even if they did, who gave a fuck? But they didn't go into the details of the relationship or anything like that. It was just shown, as you see on the screen there in the top corner. That's what the scene was. People made a big deal about it then. I remember there was a theater specifically here in Oklahoma that said that they cut out that part, so you weren't going to get that part of the movie. So people made it a really big deal. And this is what Snoop, when did this film come out? 5 years ago, 4 years ago? This is what Snoop, I guess, is saying now 4 years later. Let's hear
I took my grandson to see, what was the movie with Buzz Lightyear?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Kiki Palmer is in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. Movie ain't over with. So it's like, it's fuck me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for. I took my grandson.
Okay. Now, the
reason... Years in 2022.
2022. So I don't know if this is a memory he's having from 2022 or if he's literally saying that he recently took his grandson to see Lightyear, or maybe they watched it at his house, or maybe they have a theater at his house. Hell, it's Snoop Dogg. So maybe when he says he took his son, he took him down the driveway to the theater. I don't know. However, I will say this. The way that scene in Lightyear is set up, it's not even preference for that question to even exist. The way that he's saying the question exists. They don't say in that scene, oh, she had a baby with her. It is simply the door opens as the montage continues, and as the years have gone by, you now see she's no longer pregnant. Her spouse is now there, and they're holding the child. Time moves on in the scene. They don't spend any time on the scene. So when he says that his 6-year-old grandson said, Papa Snoop, how did this woman have a baby with this woman? How did two women have a baby? No, he thought that watching time pass in the film and projected those thoughts onto his 6-year-old grandson, because there's no way, with the way that scene is even fucking set up, that a 6-year-old is going to ask those questions. Now, that's what he said then. He has now backtracked on it because he was receiving a lot of backlash for those ignorant comments that he made.
Where's the backtrack?
The backtrack is this. All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answer for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect. However, and we'll get to what Marlon said here. This is what I said. I said, I don't believe him. I don't believe him when he says that, oh, teach me how to learn, or none of us are perfect. Sure, I believe him there. Where I don't believe him is where he is saying the statement of, he didn't know what to tell his 6-year-old grandson, or he doesn't have all the answers, or I definitely don't believe that his gay friends have been calling him with love. Brother, your statements were, I didn't come here for this shit. It fucked me up like I'm scared to go to the movies. So I don't know what gay friend, and we're going to hear it from a gay father, not a gay father, but a father of a gay child from Marlon Wayans. But I just don't believe him when he says that. Again, you're receiving the backlash that you're receiving. That's why you've come forward. If you didn't understand something during the film, instead of projecting that onto your 6-year-old grandson and trying to make it seem like he asked those questions when it was your grown ass asking those questions, you have Google. Everything's Googleable. Google what, how, if you have questions or whatever, so you can learn. We don't have to teach you how to Google everything else. So why are we having to teach you how to Google something else that you're curious about? You are a drug dealer, right? You're a weed head, right? Whenever you need questions, if you have questions about something like that, you aren't going to the internet, you're Googling that shit, right? So are you having that same sentiment when Papa Snoop, when your grandson's coming to you talking about, oh, Papa Snoop about murder, oh, Papa Snoop about drugs, or Papa Snoop about hookers? Because that's the same. I mean, you're projecting those same things too. So when your son or grandson is viewing that, what's your answer? It's the ignorance for me. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. We are in 2025. You are too damn grown to be coming on the internet talking about help me learn. We don't help you learn shit else. And if you didn't know that, and again, I know he knows that, because if you have those gay friends that you say were reaching out to you, showing you all the love, you would have been educated enough to know that you would have never made those statements from the jump. Not only that, you starred in a lesbian film. Were you not educated when you starred in that movie? Or did you have those same questions then? It's the ignorance.
What I take from listening to this is like, the movie industry will do something like one gay kiss here. Not the main characters, not the plot of the movie is I gotta find the girl that I love and it's just 5-second scene. They still get all of the pushback, the blowback, and then there's all of the defense also, without actually sacrificing and putting a pen to paper and going, we love, we want to humanize a gay couple so badly that we're from beginning, middle to end, act 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna forward that, like Marlon Wayne said somewhere in this quote, agenda of humanizing. But with the minimalist effort or with the minimalist scenes in this movie, they drum up all of the chaos 3 years later. Is how I read into this story. And I don't fuss over background characters, extras, supporting cast. I always look at the leads for a reason when it comes to every bit of representation. And so I guess that's the, again, consistency when it comes to this also.
And I do want to address this really quickly from Abomination AJ, who said maybe he doesn't expose his grandsons to those themes and topics. He also, as the grandfather, is not to have that convo with his grandson. That's the parent's job. Then why bring it up? Then why did he say, then help me learn so I can know what to tell my grandson? If he didn't want to teach those things and have those things around his grandson, and not to say, again, the Lightyear scene, for those of you that if you're still making a big deal about the Lightyear scene, that's, again, BetterHelp. Seek it. It's a 5-second scene that doesn't show anything more than a lesbian couple holding a child. So I don't know how that question even comes up from that scene, from a 6-year-old.
So you don't even think the 6-year-old asked the question?
I don't know.
Well, if the 6-year-old did ask, huh?
Go ahead.
If the 6-year-old did ask the question, the where do babies come from conversation isn't something that anyone wants to entertain during a movie.
Right. But I also don't believe that, because he says that he says that the scene says, well, she had a baby with, they don't. It's a 5-second scene. The door opens. She's holding the child. They're smiling at each other. Time moves on. That's it. That's it. So for him, from where in that would the 6-year-old say, how did she have a baby with her?
6 seconds. You're right.
Because people made it such a big deal when it happened. I remembered it. I remember this.
I remembered it. I never watched the movie, but I remembered it. And then I went to the first time I saw this scene now.
It's very small. You say it has nothing to do with the Lightyear lore. Those characters were created to check certain boxes. I don't even know where we went with Lightyear lore. I didn't even know Lightyear had lore to give like that.
Is the idea of putting a gay couple in the Lightyear movie to like Marlon Wayne said, humanize? Is that the idea? Is it this is not abstract? It's so normal that lesbian couples exist. It's going to be in this movie. Let's show kids that. That's what they were going for.
I agree. Some kids are really smart. Some kids are really smart and have questions. But again, he stated. Again, we're do we need to rewatch what he said? He stated that they said in that scene, well, she had a baby with her, and then that's where the question came up. So you're telling me as a 6-year-old or whatever, watching that 6-second scene in the excitement of Lightyear, moving straight to the next time that he comes around, that's the question. Maybe it is. I don't know all 6-year-olds. Maybe there's a 6-year-old that analyzed that goddamn scene and said to themselves, this doesn't fit with the LGBT. This is LGBT. Grandpa, is this gay stuff? How does this? Maybe. I don't believe that, but maybe. Then Abomination AJ said, yeah, it's lore. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Okay, I'm not going into Buzz's history. I'm talking about what happened in a 6-second scene in a Lightyear film, not Buzz Lightyear from Star Command or what he did with Zurg or what he did on Planet whoever the fuck. I'm talking about the 6-second scene in the Lightyear film. Okay, maybe we need to play what Snoop said again, because we're prefacing it like as if I'm making it up. These are Snoop's words. He said that the scene was set up this way. He said that the question was asked in this way because the scene said X, Y, and Z. Pull it back up.
Like
Toy Story?
not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
You can pause it.
Hey, man, watch the movie.
So when the 6-second clip you played, was that said?
Was what said?
What he said, the baby, or she had a baby with a woman, and all that kind of stuff.
No,
okay.
There was no words.
Okay,
there was a montage.
All right. Well, there we go. There we go. That was my point. These were his words. I was just going off of what he said. He said that that those questions were asked in that scene in order for his grandson to then ask him, Papa Snoop, blah, 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 blah. In the 6-second scene, there are no words.
He added words.
It's called visual storytelling. I'm not ignorant. I know that it's called visual storytelling. What I'm telling you is the 6-year-old didn't ask that. I don't care what nobody says. 6-year-olds can be as astute as they want to be. The 6-year-old didn't ask that. That's my point.
Right. Something that was mentioned at D23 this week, Ice Age. Ice Age Boiling Point is described as a dinosaur and lava-filled madcap adventure that takes Manny, Sid, Diego, Ellie, Scrat, and the rest of the herd to visit never-before-seen corners of the treacherous Lost World. This is coming in February of 2027. Hey, there will be snow outside when this movie comes out. So literally the worst month possible, February. What'll it have competition with? I guess Children, Blood, and Bone will come 3 weeks before.
Is that competition for Ice Age?
Yeah, it's probably a different crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that's really competition for Ice Age.
In a way, Lilo and Stitch was competition for Fantastic Four.
Lilo and Stitch came out in March.
Really?
Mhm.
I thought it was May 21st. Then, whatever children. And the point is just that a children's movie will attract children away from some of those general audience movies. D23 was such a pump fake.
Oh,
To be honest, though,
you're right. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch came out May 23rd.
yeah, I'm usually right, but I didn't feel like
But
fighting.
I don't think that I don't think that that's competition for them though for a film in July.
If it's still in the cinemas and you're coming with your kids, family of 4, you guys don't do this often, 3 times a year maybe. Both of them are going to be out, and you go, which one do we rather see, Lilo, or do we rather see Fantastic Four, Superman, Jurassic World? Just in the sense that a big movie attracts an audience. That's all I mean. So this could take from Children of Blood and Bone, which is the movie I care about the most, coming out early 2027. It'll take the IMAX screens. I know that for sure, though, because the IMAX screens in January, no competition. But when it comes to February, I think by the time we get to week 3 of Children of Blood and Bone, the cinemas will say, okay, that's enough. We got to give a chance to this big movie. So we're going to sell way more tickets for the first week of Ice Age 6. You know that on Disney Plus right now, the home page is going to be recommending Ice Age 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Also, it's going to be heavy. The Ice Age should be a success. Disney Plus actually has been benefiting these kids' movies. Moana, Inside Out, and Lilo and Stitch are 3 examples in the recent future, in the recent history, I mean, that just happened post Disney Plus. The Disney executives can see what's been being streamed for so much, and then they go, well, let's live action it, or let's add a sequel. Ice Age should be fine.
Yeah, I think Ice Age is going to be fine.
Good to know. Good to know that in the 20th Century Pickup, when they acquired them, they're not deading this franchise. Neither they did with Alien. They're still continuing some of the big franchises.
Yeah, I think I think Ice Age is going to be fine regardless. They put in there the description for it. It's described as a dinosaur and lava-filled madcap adventure that takes Manny, Sid, Diego, Ellie, and Scrat and the rest of the herd to visit never-before-seen corners of the treacherous lost world.
I said D23 was going to have nothing to do. Was going to have nothing. Yeah, we agree. Did y'all watch Supercell? Yeah, we talked about it and streamed about it when it came out. Just to be clear, this was not the actual D23. That's next year. I heard Grace Randolph say that on a video, like an hour before I started the stream. Destination D23 was this year, and it's really just an update for their smaller stuff and investors. D23 is every other year. That's the D23 Expo. Every other year, and in between those years, they have Destination D23, which was this year. Their larger announcements will be next year at the actual D23 event. Thank you for that update. And that's not something I knew before last weekend. Still, though, there are things that Marvel. Did you catch any of that just now?
Yeah, I did. The not on that, but on the description of Boiling Point. My favorite of the sequels is the dinosaur one, Dawn of Dinosaurs or whatever it is. I really like that one where they meet Buck and So anything, and I really like the animation with the dinosaurs too. So any more with dinosaurs and Ice Age, I'm here for.
There's so much less ice in the poster.
Yeah, this has to be it, right? They don't.
This fiction, bro.
Like this would have to be it, but that's true. But like I said, I love Ice Age, the very first one. I think some of the humor is at the time as a kid kind of boom, but when you watch them as an adult, it's funny shit. So it's not going to be that first film humor, of course.
They'll create a creature who lives underwater, and it can make things colder when it swims past you. And we go, what is that? Oh my, it leaves a trail of ice. Well, with this, we can make the world colder. And that'll be the whole movie's plot. And they try to become friends with the ice fish. Boom. You got him for 2 movies. First movie, he makes the world all cold again. Second movie with him, he dies. And we go, oh no, we were making progress. We're back at the extinction events. Yeah. I could write Ice Age 12. Johnny says something to somebody. They will keep pumping out these films as long as the kiddos show up. Totally.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a kiddo, and I'm showing up. I'm there.
That was Brandon Davis said. Take that info as you may, but he was there at Destination 23, and he said that poster going around was a fake someone photoshopped.
Yes, so Raymond asked in there, can we talk about the poster being fake? The poster is fake. I forget, there's an Instagram user that made it. The Geeky Cast knows them and tagged them, and they confirm, yes, it's obviously my poster. If you go to their Instagram, it's on there.
Poster of Vision Quest?
No, poster for D23 that was going around.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, it's not a real poster.
Okay. Well, keeping to the Disney, keeping it there. We have this one, Hoppers. I saw the trailer for this, or the teaser for it, whatever it was. Looked really good. Pixar's upcoming confirmed movie slate. Which one are you most hyped for? Toy Story 5, Gato, which is Spanish for cat, The Incredibles 3, and Coco 2.
I would say that's tough because it's tough out of these two for me. The bottom two. I thought Toy Story should have stopped at 3. I didn't see the thing for Hopper, so I don't know what it is, and I don't know what the cat film is either. I don't really like the animation style that looks like for the cat film. Looks more like Elemental, and I did not like that. Coco or Incredibles 3. It's one of those two.
You got a problem with this animation style, really? Well, subjective. I respect your opinion, but I like it. I'm blocking it. I'm so stupid. I'm blocking it. Go. Yeah, there. Looks great.
Looks like Elemental, but maybe once I see it in motion.
Yeah. You said it's between Incredibles and Coco?
Yeah, Incredibles are Coco. Toy Story just, I mean, that third was just a perfect ending. And then you brought in Sporky or Forky or something. And then I think in this fifth one, not that I'm not going to watch the fifth one, of course I'm going to be there. I think the fifth one, I think the villain is an iPad or something like that. I know it's something because you know how kids now are moving from toys to like, not to say kids don't play with toys, more iPad. Like my nephew, he's always got an iPad in his hand. So I think that's the villain in the film, if I'm correct. Thought that was kind of what got out there. So I'm still watching Toy Story 5. I'm going to be there. I just think they should have stopped at 3. But I think it might be Coco. That's hard. I love Incredibles. But that Coco film, brother, I hated that first time I saw it. I was like, oh, shit. Such a good movie. Good movie. But then there's the Incredibles, bro. I just watched Incredibles 2 not too long ago. And then the scene with Jack and that raccoon, bro, that is top tier comedy. That shit is funny. That is funny. I don't know. It's tough. I love both of them, though. So
what's tough for me is that no one showed up for Elio. No one's going to show up for Gato or for Hoppers. It's going to be a uphill battle with those two movies.
Well, I don't think Pixar gives a fuck. Didn't they tell people, hey, stop complaining then?
Did they? They didn't say that.
Who was it?
A spokesperson said, stop complaining. When did he say that?
Hey, brother, let me find that quote because Pixar said, stop complaining. It was Pixar, wasn't it?
Pixar? Like,
did Pixar do Elio?
Peter, what's the guy who's in charge said it? I think I saw people say it as like movie commentators. Hey, we got to support the originals. Don't complain.
Pixar says, stop complaining. We don't make originals we don't make original stories if you don't show up to them.
Source.
Let me go. Let me get a source here. Hold on. Let me get a source.
If dude actually said it and there's a video of it, I'm retweeting it right now. We're stopping the show and I'm retweeting that.
Pixar is fed up with the audience, but instead of writing a polished press release and creating a beautiful behind-the-scenes featurette to express their feelings in animation, the animation giant has decided to clap back the way Inside Out's anger would, with a passive-aggressive meme on Instagram promoting their latest film, Elio. Oh, that's what that was. Oh, I thought this was a girl that was. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. In the short clip, a woman in her car delivers a line that hits a little too close to home. Stop complaining that Disney doesn't make original stories if you don't show up to them in the movie theaters and support them in the first place. Wow, you can almost hear the exhaustion from the animators and storytellers. But hey,
okay, stop reading. I want to just find the clip. When did they say this? It was during Elio's press run?
I don't know when they said this. You told me to stop reading. I was about to give you the exact date. This was 2 months ago.
2 months ago? Okay, let me look for something in July. That's August. Scroll some further down. You said it's a woman in her car?
It's a black woman.
Yeah, found her.
That's not her. You just went for the first nigga you saw. That wasn't her.
I don't see here.
There it is.
Doesn't make original stories if you don't show up to movie theaters and support them in the first place. Who said that? Oh my gosh. I thought I was the only one in my car. But anyways, there's a new original story. Look at that. From Disney Pixar called Elio. You should go ahead and support it. It comes out this Friday. So yeah, you should go to movie theaters. Thank you. Stop complaining that Disney doesn't make.
That was from Rebinora. What is she? Mini golf champ. I guess she works there because they did, or she's a fan.
I don't know who she is.
You know what? But it was on the official account. So
yeah, either way, it's Pixar saying, "Shut the fuck up. We're gonna do what we're gonna do, and if you don't like it, oh well. We're $1 billion company."
I like that. Can I? You know, I'm so enthralled by this. So I'm gonna go back to that page and just see how much likes it got compared to some of the other content. So I missed it, but it was somewhere in June. Let's just look at a random guy here. So this one,
Stop complaining,
got 21,000 likes. If you look to the right, only 6,000 likes. If you look to the right, only 7,000. Yeah, it got 21,000 likes. Everything else is doing smaller numbers. So like, to me, it's nice to see that the post went somewhere. Like it actually overperformed.
I mean, I think I agree with what Liam said. I enjoyed Pixar this year, or this how do you word it? This period that they had. I really liked Turning Red. I was one that defended Turning Red when everybody was like, girls in their periods. That's what it's promoting. I'm like, it's not. It's not, but okay. I hated Lightyear. That is Pixar. Hated Lightyear. Inside Out. Fucking phenomenal. Am I missing something? I know I'm missing more, but there's like, what else did they have this quarter or whatever it is?
Girls promoting girls' periods.
They didn't do that.
While it's an allegory for the period, but I don't think there's anything too deep to think of. I think it's one of those, now I'm older and that Hey Arnold episode hits harder. Like it's just that. That's nothing more to it.
Yeah. No, people were making a really big deal about that. I don't even remember everything they had this for Pixar. But I still like Pixar. They still hit to me. I watched Elemental, just wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Are
What's
those all our kids and movies? No, there was another Disney one. There was one from called Hext from November 2026.
I don't
Well,
like that animation either.
it could be better.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't like it. I don't think if that's it, I don't like it.
New original film directed by Josie Trinidad, who worked in the animation department of Zootopia and Wreck-It Ralph. They got the director from Moana 2 for Hext.
What's it about? Is there a description with that one? Yeah.
Not on the tweet, no. Did you have...
Oh, no. It just says it will be original film directed by everything you just said, but not the description. I thought there was a description for it. Maybe not.
Okay.
Hext. That's not Pixar, though. That's just Disney, right?
Yeah, just Walt Disney Animation.
Now, see, they've had more misses for me lately. Just them without Pixar.
They got to do what Perp just said right there, because I agree.
But I thought they talked about that a couple months ago, or exploring that idea, or they're about to do a film in 2D, or working on one in 2D, or something.
And if that makes less money, they're gonna say, "All right, shut up. It's not a 2D. The problem is something else."
Would you want a Bug's Life too? That's Pixar, Disney and Pixar.
Nah, I don't need a Bugs Life 2. But they need to make money. And if one day they go, what, Toy Story 6 or Bugs Life 2? Bugs Life 2. I can see that happening. And I'll be interested in watching it, sure.
Yeah, I would do a Bug's Life too. I'd be interested. From there, who is next?
How about talking about what's this interview with Chris Hemsworth here?
I think it's about him doing Thor 5.
For Thor 5,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this.
Thor is returning to Doomsday. Can we expect a Thor 5?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this one goes. We're sort of unpacking all of that as we speak, and figuring out what, where each of these characters go. And I'm just very thankful to be involved in this one at the moment. Back together with a lot of the old cast and then a lot of new cast, and so it's something that I certainly love, and we'll see what happens.
Thor is returning to Doomsday.
Oh, what was he supposed to say?
Yeah, Thor 5's happening, so of course, yeah, he'll be there. He'll live. He'll make it through. He'll see the new rebooted universe.
That's what he means. We'll see what happens with this one, because he doesn't want to confirm he lives past it. There's going to be moments where we're supposed to fear, oh my God, he's sacrificing himself. Look at him. He's all alone. How will he make it out? We don't want it in our back of our minds. The trailer for Thor 5, it's supposed to release any minute now. So yeah, that's the right thing to say.
Yeah. I also think that they're all giving so much away with their answers. I mean, maybe as a casual, you might not catch on to it. Just when he says a lot of the old cast, yeah, Robert, Steve, the old cast is who else is the old cast besides the Avengers?
Oh yeah, but you're right. I already knew that, but sure, the old cast. He just told us that Steve Rogers and Tony Stark are in it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now.
Thanks, Chris Hemsworth.
And I hope I'm glad with the Russos being back, and you got Marks and McFeely writing. He is going to hopefully go back to that Infinity War Thor. I'm hoping
just McFeely.
Oh, Marcus isn't there?
Nah, Michael Waldron and Stephen McFeely.
Oh, that is right. It is Waldron. I don't mind that though. I didn't dislike anything Waldron did. It was goofy, long hair.
Jeff Loveness.
Loveness. It was what Loveness did that I didn't like.
goofy long hair. We're terrible, and we both. Oh yeah, Jeff loved this. If I understand correctly, Steve going back in time to be with Peggy created the incursions that killed Dr. Doom's family. Now Doom is hunting Steve to kill him for what he did, manipulating everyone in his path to achieve it. Oh, thanks, My Time to Shine. Hello.
Now, of course, it is from a scooper, a grain of salt. But we do know that they have filmed on Windsor, where there was no outside camera access, no drones or anything like that, filming on the royal property there. That is where they built the 1960s Steve and Peggy house that we saw in Endgame that he traveled back in time to and spent, or I'm sorry, not back in time, but a branch timeline where he created that branch timeline, lived with Peggy, blah, blah, blah. And apparently they have had children. Now, this is speculation purely on the Scoopers side, but also not speculation because we have post credit. We have behind the scenes photos that were taken, however, regardless of it being on Windsor Castle or not, that were taken. And there's a swing set, the old timey cars and stuff that fit into the 60s aesthetic that they've got, and some other things that indicate that they might have children. I guess in a comic or movie or something that I wasn't aware of, we're going to pull that up and let Josh, because he was talking about it this morning. Steve has children in an alternate timeline, and things like that. And
everyone has children in alternate timelines. The way that
it's explained, not our Wanda, the way that it's explained is that these children, or the way that it's just thought to be explained, or thought it's going to happen, is that these children, since they didn't exist they've never existed in any universe outside of this branch timeline that he made. They are the only, I guess, real threats because they are players that weren't really on the board when Kang did everything that he did.
That's why Eli Bradley's been excommunicated. We'll make you the Patriot, Steve and Peggy's son.
I don't know.
They're gonna race walk finally the other way. Let's go, white people.
Let me see if I can I'll pull up what he said. But what does that one that you have on screen say? What were they saying?
It says what you said. Set photos show they are living in a farmhouse and have swings and slides for their kids, along with their own vehicles.
Yeah.
I bet he built that swing set. She's like, honey, are you sure you just don't want to order it? No, I'm going to get down. I got nothing else to do. It's not like I'm allowed to go and work. They're going to say you're Captain America. It's going to take forever. I can do it all day. I'm so funny. I hear Thor's getting a 5th film and he'll keep doing them forever, basically. Of course. The best Thor film was Infinity War. Good afternoon to you, Professor the Film fan. Thank you for being here. How about that? A super chat.
I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turned that into money. I'm 2Fly Cam. Steve versus Stark again? Oh boy, not yawning.
Take that back. You take that back. What did you want, huh? You wanted an Eternal versus a Thunderbolt? No, this is better. I'll take it.
Yeah, this is what Josh said. Yeah, and I am 2Fly Cam. It is, I don't know. Is it repetitive? Yes. Can I say that I'm not going to be there? No.
Weeks, a lot of stuff going on out there about Peggy and Steve and Dr. Doom and Loki. This big scene that's being shot in Windsor Park in a house that was named Luke Cage's house, which was revealed to be the house of Steve Rogers. Okay, so we've been talking about this, man. We've been on this. Okay, we talked about it last week. Steve Rogers, Peggy Carter, when they went to go hang out and have a life together, it it fucked up the whole multiverse. We're not really sure how or why, but it fucked up the whole multiverse. It's a big part of the plot in Doomsday. Doom is looking for people that caused incursions, but mostly Steve Rogers. And we just found out that the 4 actors that were going to be there filming were actually going to be Peggy Carter, Steve Rogers, Robert Downey Jr., and Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Okay, wow. Crazy stuff. Well, it just got even more crazy.
How?
And so now we must take a look at Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter having children.
What?
In Avengers Doomsday. So here we go. Going to look at an article here. The filming for Avengers Doomsday at Windsor Great Park has wrapped. According to local residents near the park, some set images and leaked information reveal scenes featuring Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Haley Atwell, Peggy Carter, who have children in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, so here's some of the photos here, okay?
He went past that too quickly. They're just old cars. That's it. Stacked on each other.
Avengers Doomsday.
It looks like the one that Superman lifts in the first page of his comic.
Okay, so here's some of the photos here, okay? And it says Avengers Doomsday Kids Play Area. The cars, house prop background, and a house built for Steve and Peggy. Leaked set images show them living in a farmhouse with swings and slides for their kids, along with their own vehicles. Avengers Doomsday, some pic of the cars and the sets for the Windsor shoot. Soon, the real footage will be out anyway. A report from Daniel RPK also confirmed that Tom Hiddleston's Loki filmed a scene at Peggy's house where he had a conversation with him. Rickman also shared that a major scene featuring Evans, Steve Rogers, Atwell's Peggy Carter, and Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom set in the past was filmed at Steve and Peggy's house. Okay, so it's crazy here, okay? But after this came out, right? My Time to Shine came out and said they have children in Doomsday. Now, is she saying that because she knew that and was sitting on it, and now that it's out there, she wants to just like get it out there?
That's why I'm telling you, My Time to Shine is the op. My Time to Shine works for Disney, and they're like, oh, that's out. Here, control the narrative. Here, make it seem like it's a hype story. Here, and they'll just send Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige will take out his phone. He'll switch his account to his My Time to Shine Hello account, and then he'll tweet something like that, like he was breaking that news. My Time to Shine is him.
Or say it and kind of get, the credit or whatever? Or is she just kind of like echoing the scoops here? I'm not sure. That aspect of it, I am not actually sure about. However, this is not the first time that we have heard about this shit, okay? So I'm going to take you all the way back to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A couple of different things. There were some really interesting...
Remember when they released that thing with the director, light-skinned dude, the writer?
Spellman?
Yes, and he was talking about how the show was supposed to go, elements that were going to be in the show. He definitely got asked about Steve Rogers, because remember they mentioned Steve. I hate that show. They mentioned Steve quite a bit in Falcon Winter Soldier.
He's on the moon.
Yeah, and then he's talking about plans that they had, but remember they had to completely wipe Falcon Winter Soldier because of the pandemic. The writing was too close to what actually was going on in the real world, so they had to switch it up. But yeah, I guess he talked about that. So
you said that they had to switch it up. They chose to switch it up.
They chose. They definitely didn't have to. They definitely chose to switch it up.
Yeah. Hey, what a coincidence. We obviously did not know there would be a huge pandemic. And that was in the script. The script was written already. We were filming before that. So it's not intentional. All right. And we go, yeah, we understand. But hey, what a coincidence. So
I want to know if you guys remember this at all, right? Do you remember, chat, the rumors of old man Steve Rogers showing up in Falcon in the Winter Soldier?
Did you just say what he was going to say?
Yeah, basically go forward a little bit.
Okay, how forward? A minute?
Yeah, a minute.
With that yes to credit from Cap.
Whoops.
That this show shot under was literally called Pandemic Productions. This is all outlined in the incredible book, The Reign of Marvel Studios by Joanna Robinson. And she talked about this, but even before she made that book, we heard about this. We were talking about this. They tore it up, they reshot it, recreated it. It's actually why the show is mostly ass. It's why the show is bullshit, especially the finale, because they ripped it apart, remade it, cut out a whole bunch of significant shit, and then just kind of tried to get it out. And that's why, like, you watch that finale, there's so many weird close-up shots with a blurred gray background, because they just kind of did what Ron Howard did with the fucking Han Solo movie, which that's why Han Solo looks so drab and fucking gray and like
Go
it's
past all
rough.
of this. He like goes, yeah.
Cap, like, dude, what if it's gonna be Old Man Cap? And the guy was like, nope, it's not Old Man Cap. It's actually gonna be his son, James Rogers. And I was like, whoa.
Now this was for Falcon of the
James...
Winter Soldier. I wasn't privy to this information until today. I don't remember him saying James Rogers, but maybe he did.
James Rogers. Now, James Rogers is from an alternate timeline in Marvel Comics, and he is the son of Natasha, the Black Widow, and Steve. Okay, kind of a cool character, actually. You know, not like super prevalent, doesn't do like a whole bunch of stuff, but not a bad character. Okay, so I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Now, never really gets brought up again. You know, I mean, I think things just kind of go their other way. There were some rumors of Captain America in Multiverse of Madness, but nothing like really concrete or whatever, right? But then there were, and I forget what project this was from, but I remember people talking about a daughter of Steve Rogers. There was also a daughter of Steve Rogers, and Steve has a daughter in Marvel Comics as well. Technically, this actually isn't in Marvel Comics. It's from an animated movie that Kevin Feige produced in 2008, which we're going to talk more about in a second here. This character's name, and I forget her actual name, but her name was Crusade. She went by the name Crusade. Now, this is an alternate version of the events of Secret Wars where they don't leave Battle World, and Steve and Rogue end up banging, and they have a daughter named Crusade. Now, Crusade is a fucking badass, dude. She has the power of Rogue, Steve, she has the shield, and she wields Mjolnir. Okay? Now, a couple of interesting things about this. Steve Rogers, when he got onto that platform, and he had Mjolnir, and he had the Infinity Stones, and then he had the shield, I was thinking of Crusade even when he did that, mostly because Mjolnir and the shield together. I was just like, whoa, Mjolnir and the shield together? Like, that feels like Crusade to me. That feels like the daughter of Steve Rogers. Okay. So now we have these reports, these scoops that Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter are going to have children. Now, the reason this is crazy, is her name Sarah? That's really interesting. So the reason this is crazy is because I kept asking myself, and I'm sure many of you were asking yourself the same question. Why is it such a big deal that Steve went to live with Peggy? Why would this be the worst thing in the world? How could this destroy the multiverse? Why does Dr. Doom need to stop?
It wasn't a big question. He loved her. He wanted to go spend his life. That what he said. I tried to go get some of that life Tony was always telling me to go grab, and he did. Not really a big question.
But it's not noble. You're supposed to put the world and time and sacrifice how you wanted to have a good life. You're supposed to be able to be like, no. The right thing to do is the mission. And so, for him to put himself first is very unselfless.
I guess I do agree with that, especially as Steve Rogers. But would the TVA not intervene at that point then? Why allow it? We are told in Loki season 1, no, what they did was supposed to happen. So was that including him going back and having a branched timeline life with Peggy? Or is it what everybody is saying, which Josh is going to get to in this video, from the very beginning when Loki season 1 first happened, when you see that blurred image that looks like Peggy Carter being brought in by the TVA? I don't think that Marvel was that ahead of everything. Like, they didn't know that they weren't going to use Kang, unless that this is still a part of the Kang plan. They didn't know they weren't going to use Kang. They didn't know that, they were going to bring RDJ in as Doom in 2019 or 2021, sorry. And maybe they did. I don't know. I'm not I don't sit in the Marvel meetings. I have no idea. So maybe they did. But I don't think that if that is Peggy back there, that's newly Peggy back there. I don't think they knew that in 2021 that they wanted to make that Peggy in the TVA being brought in when they are bringing in Loki.
Probably not.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. Go ahead though. What's yours?
Well, her name is Crusader, Rogue's daughter. She appeared in a What If comic from 1998. That's her like history. She's nothing, it's Shalabal basically. It's like, see, it exists in the comics, but does it really?
This so fucking badly. Well, the children is the perfect reason why. These two were not supposed to have these children because these children, as a creation of something that has not existed before, is like a new manifestation. It could even be the reason that like Sylvie and Loki were never supposed to be together. Like, remember when that branch timeline like shoots off like crazy towards the red line, and everyone's like, "I've never seen anything like this." Like, and I know that's a little bit weird because it's technically two Lokis, bumping uglies or whatever.
I didn't say it out loud, Blue.
It was always about these children, these beings that have never existed before. So therefore, Kang cannot plan for them. Doom cannot plan for them because they've never existed before.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a
Now
stream.
that makes sense. I like the
$9.99
theory. I like the idea. That does make sense. I mean, you can't plan for something that wasn't on the table.
Yeah.
And so if they exist, it is something he cannot plan for, and maybe it changes eternity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different ways that this could happen that would be like a really big deal and really, really important. But to say that this is coming out of nowhere is just not true. There is actually a breadcrumb trail here of how this could have happened, how this could have been something that was being planned. And there's one other thing that we got to talk about here.
Again, I don't think it was being planned because I don't think
either.
Chris Evans was contracted to come back. I thought they were like, oh, we're good. We're Marvel, we don't need these actors to come back to charge us $30 million per appearance. We can just make Shang-Chi and we can be just as successful with Nova and all the IP that thought they had. Plus the X-Men were just coming in the Fantastic Four. That was a different time though. Now they go, hey, actor, yeah, sure, 40 million, no problem.
Here, okay. Now this one's really crazy. There was not one movie in 2008 that Kevin Feige was a producer on, because of course Kevin Feige produced Iron Man 1 in 2008. But that is not the only Marvel movie that Kevin Feige was a producer on that released in 2008. This movie right here, Next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow, which by the way was written by Christopher Yost, one of my favorite writers in the entire industry, did a lot of heavy lifting on the original animated Avengers show, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Fucking phenomenal. Christopher Yost is the man. Christopher Yost has worked on the MCU stuff a lot too. He's actually like a little bit of a secret weapon of Feige's throughout the Infinity Saga. Helped on a lot of those films. This movie right here, which I know seems crazy. I know it seems crazy, but this movie in 2008, Kevin Feige was an executive producer on. Now, hard to say how involved he actually was, to my knowledge, and I did look into it. He has not commented on this film. He hasn't really talked about it, et cetera, et cetera. But just look at this and look at some of the stuff that they are building right now in the MCU.
Now, he's going to say,
and consider
here, because I just want everybody to be clear. He's going to say T'Challa here. He's obviously talking about, and I think he does say, actually, he says young T'Challa. He says young T'Challa. Get used to this. This is his name in the MCU. It will be T'Challa. So his plan here, he's simply once more, and this bothers me when Josh does this. It really bothers me. You advocate for recast T'Challa, but yet when you have 1,300 people watching you are saying, age up the young kid and young T'Challa this and young T'Challa that. I agree. So you've got to state the fact that it is T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, or nothing at all accepted. I mean, I understand. Actually, I don't understand that his position of also saying, if it's a young T'Challa and they call him T'Challa, I'm okay with that. I don't want to have that take away my experience from watching anything Black Panther. Okay, and I respect everybody's opinion on that. that is your prerogative. However, if you're going to scream recast, I think you need to stay specific on what that is.
That kid cannot become T'Challa. It's literally a different character. The kid, T'Child, Toussaint, the bastard. Like, I'll call him anything but T'Challa Jr. How often do I call him T'Challa Jr.? To Junior or to Child or something.
That this movie and these characters and some of the ideas here were potentially always on the table for something that Kevin wanted to do with some big multiversal story once he finally got the Secret Wars. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And here's the other side of this, okay? This Wednesday night, we're going to do a Nerdvengers stream. And what I want to do is I want to do a watch party for this movie. The next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow. I want to watch that movie with you guys this Wednesday night at 7:30, and we will get out the pens and the paper, and we will nerdvenge, and we will speculate, and we will talk about how.
Do we plan on nerdvenging with him?
Blueprint in some ways.
So he's gonna do it on stream or on Discord?
I don't know. Do we plan on nerdvenging with him?
Probably not, bro. You can't just on command ask me to chill with you on a Wednesday.
All right, let's fast forward through that then. I don't plan on nerdvenging with him.
Avengers could be a huge part of this. And if they really want champions to be a thing, I think this is a great way to potentially do that. Because if Doom shows up and the kids are actually there, they're probably going to have to get moved, taken somewhere, escape. And that could be kind of cool. So, hey, look, there you have it, guys. And look, by the way, nobody else is really talking about this. It's funny, like.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't get to that part where he mentions the kids and.
We skipped it. I jumped ahead like 20 seconds. I don't know. But he will say something like young T'Challa instead of saying Toussaint, which it's hard to go like, hey, I'd like to enter your mind and erase the verbiage of you, please. It's only going to be Toussaint when you're talking about that thing, because maybe some of your audience will hear that and they'll start accepting the T'Child because you're calling it T'Challa, and so you're doing the work for Marvel. But like, I'm over here in Canada, so I don't have Jean Grey's powers.
Yeah. But yeah, so that might be some of the stuff going on there. I liked the theory idea he had there with it, but that might be something going on there with the children. Now, do I think really that the kid so whenever people have theories, especially like Josh, people that are really get into every kind of scoop and things like that, I think that Marvel is on the same page as the fans? Absolutely not. I don't know how many times we have to, or how many films we have to see that we get excited for, and we theorize things and we make the movie so much cooler than it actually is until we finally sit down and say, oh, well, damn, that's not what. So no, I think that Marvel is on the same page as some of these great theories that are out here from several different people. Absolutely not.
But it would behoove them to just pay attention to YouTubers and go, they're right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And they even told us what the breadcrumbs were to get there. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. So do I think Steve has? Do I think they have kids? Possibly. Do I think that these kids are going to, change the tide of Secret Wars, or have some type of big to do in Secret Wars, or have powers? No, I don't. I think that they're just children that they had. And in that lifetime, I don't think that they're anything more than just regular children from that branched timeline life that he has. I think that people are in fun. It's fun to theorize. No one's saying don't theorize. Have fun, because I really like the theory. What I'm saying is, I think that people are just running with so much and wanting so much that it's not gonna. It's kind of like the whole Tremel Tillman being Kang and might just be a teacher. I hope he's Kang. That'd be dope. I'm actually rooting for that. I didn't even think that originally when that dropped, but I'm actually rooting for that to be the case. But I just think they're not on the same thinking page as everybody else, or most of these great theories that are out there. And I also think that one thing I thought about when the kids got brought up and having some big to do in the overall story of Secret Wars. Well, if we really, truly, and like a lot of people do, believe those concept art that came for Secret Wars, I didn't see any kids we didn't recognize. Now, that's not to say that all the concept art is out, but some of these other theories and things that are theories, some of these other scoops and leaks have lined up with that concept art. I haven't seen anything with these kids. Not to say the kids aren't in it. I just don't think they have a big to do. I think they're just regular ass kids from a regular ass life Steve had.
Word. Here's Paul Rudd. He's got an important role in Avengers Doomsday also.
And that I guess that, he said this a few days before the D23 fan experience deal. And then Paul Rudd showed up in the video that the Russo brothers put out to the fans at D23. Not only that, fans noticed very quickly that Paul Rudd is wearing, Ant-Man is wearing the exact same outfit that he's wearing in the post-credit scene from Quantumania.
Oh, when he was walking the street and he's like, I feel like everything's okay, but why am I worried that there's more to it? Yeah, that moment, he was wearing that.
Yeah,
good eye fans. Good. Oh, that's a good update. I like knowing that.
Yeah, it's actually a good update. Because it's, that means that they are expanding on that. I mean, outside of Loki, he's the only one. Outside of Loki he and his family, they're the only ones that have experience with Kang, that have fought him, that know what he's capable of and things like that, know his plans and blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure they're going to because that, that Quantumania, that post-credit scene is weird. A lot of people, a lot of people theorize at the end, though, is he in a time loop? Is this happening? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Ant-Man himself wasn't even sure, toward the end of the post-credit scene of what was really going on. So are they going to expand on that? That's why I really think Kang is in all of this, even despite what the scoopers have said, despite it being like, oh, he's going to get killed off screen, or I don't think so. I just don't think so. If you in order to play on themes from Loki, to play on themes from Quantumania, he has to at somewhere in there be more than just a footnote in the story. I'm talking about even showing up. So maybe Tillman is him.
Yo, it's a 2.5 hour movie. That's what Joe and Anthony said. And then they said the second one will be 3 hours. We kind of know that because we saw the script. Oh, but then again, what's the script over there at Marvel? Paul's definitely dying in this film. The concept art got me super excited. Then the more we learn about Doomsday, that excitement got washed. Granted, one of my theories, I mean, they could kind of replicate that with Love instead of Toron, and you can plug Morgan Stark instead of the Wasp / Ant-Man's kid. Yep. Yes, you can. You can have all of these kids in here. Granted, one of my theories was always after the reboot, you can just say, actually, Toussaint is Azari now. Doom love the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So with everything that has just been coming out, like I said, I think that it's going to be more than we think of Kang, especially when people started confirming or noticing rather that he's wearing the exact same outfit from Quantumania. Like, you can't. That means that we're going back to that. And if we're going back to that, and you're in a time loop, then who placed you in that time loop? Kang.
Stop making sense. What are you doing? Super chat. It's I am too fly again. Farm family just like Hawkeye. LOL. The MC was tired. Was it a farm set? Over there? You said it was Windsor. What's that? The Palace area?
Oh, yeah.
Can you really do a farm there?
I mean, with screens and shit, I guess so.
Yeah, he probably would have a farm, man. And yeah. because he doesn't want to go. Let me go to the market. Let me be seen.
I
He's
don't
just
even
like,
think it's a farm set. It's the same house from the end of Endgame. They were on a street.
yeah,
Maybe it
they
is a
didn't-
farm. I don't
There was
fucking
no
know.
next door neighbor though. Ooh,
Maybe it is. I don't
was
know.
there a big backyard? Yeah. A farm family just like Hawkeye. Hawkeye, same reasons. We know why he wants to be isolated off the grid, and he's just raising his kids.
Yeah.
Farm. Ant-Man is still one of my favorite characters. Still sticking with writing Nakia and Tootsie role out as being Skrulls.
Well, I don't think they're changing any of that. I'm more talking about like Secret Wars and Doomsday. I don't think any of that shit's changing for Black Panther 3, but I could be wrong, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But as far as Doomsday and Secret Wars goes, I think Kang is in Doomsday, and I think he's also in Secret Wars. And I also am now very much subscribed to the theory that he may be in Spider-Man.
There's your D23.
Star Wars. Mando, they showed stuff for the... Actually, they really didn't. All they did was re-show what they showed at Star Wars Celebration.
Pause. You sent me that multiverse saga edit. You want to...
Oh, yeah. I guess at D23, don't play the... Wait, depends on which one you're playing. Not that one. Do the next one. It is, I guess, so the video that they showed for Doomsday at D23 was not actual footage or anything. Well, was it? Okay, let me not lie on that part. It wasn't actual dialogue from Doomsday. The dialogue that was used was from different movies that they've already had from, from the Fox X-Men onto the MCU, and they put that together. Now, the footage that was shown, was it from Doomsday? I don't know. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. But somebody took all the different dialogue and put this together. And this is basically
Here we stand, prepared to face a danger that is unknown. A danger that has threatened our home, threatened our families, and threatened this planet.
Oh, I don't think this one was it either.
Then
let me see.
Tom Holland's new Lego commercial.
You can show that let me find this.
Okay. Tom Holland it is.
To survive, we must stop playing!
Stop playing? That doesn't really make sense to me.
Cut!
World's best player retires. He's not coming back. He's not coming back.
Hey! Will you stop playing?
Never. Play. Make the world more thrilling. Fantastic. Amazing. Wicked. Get out there. Some of us don't want to play. You used to be fun. I'm gonna. No. Play opens your mind. Play is art. Action! Never stop playing!
And
Yay, Tom.
that was Trump.
The deal here.
O'Reilly, yeah.
Oh, okay. Here it is.
What's funny is like that's Tom Holland. Obviously, he owns the likeness to his face, but Lego knows good and well that the kids just saw Spider-Man telling them to stop to play. That was Spider-Man.
Well, that's what I've said so many times. Every time he's like, "I don't want to be known as Spider-Man." Well, it's like, sir, that ship's sunk, sailed, gone. You're Spider-Man.
Yep, and his Iron Man too. See, with the mask. I think these were his brothers, right here.
Where? I think they're all him.
Why would anyone stop playing? World's best player retires.
Oh,
Them.
yeah, those are his brothers. I think he only got one brother, though, Harry, the one on the right here in the tan. He's got two brothers?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
These two on the screen were twins? Fraternal.
Maybe, yeah.
Definitely not identical.
Best player retires. He's not coming back. He's not coming back.
Yeah. He's got brothers who are twins. He has multiple brothers. Lauren said no. Oh, then I guess I'm wrong, Lawrence. There's a first time for everything. It's absolutely going to be a mess. I believe in the Russos, but not even the Russos can save this.
Look at the what I just sent in the DM.
You go down in the DM. There you go. No. Darius, did you see him?
Yeah,
Chill,
they're not identical. I think that's what Lauren's saying no to that. I think he was saying no to identicals.
Oh, age restricted. What was it?
Jesus. You need to take that shit off. Hold on.
Give them my real birthday? Please.
What is wrong with you? Then why would you not give a different date that still makes you old enough to watch age-restricted shit?
That's very, very intelligent. You could also do that. But I also don't want to... Darius is sending nudes, LOL. I also don't want to have... I told you already. I think that when your account is brand new and young, there's like a limit on what they can track on you and stuff like that. So I like that. So yes, I could make up a birth date, but minus 200 IQ.
You have to give me a sec.
It's the Avengers video?
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually may not let me because I would have to... Well, I mean, it would let me. I would just have to back out of this, go into Chrome and all of that. And I just don't know that I want to do that.
MCU Direct had a full description of the teaser. What?
Yeah, they did, but this was better. This was somebody took all those clips and put them together so people would have a visual to see. It's not exactly what they showed at D23, but it's the dialogue.
Okay. You showing it or are we giving up on that?
I can't show it. I would have to back out of StreamYards and go into Google Chrome.
Google Chrome. I'll just read it. Doomsday's filmmakers are preparing fans for Marvel's ultimate multiversal team-up, which will feature...
I'm gonna leave.
The teaser was a rapid montage intersped with video from the now infamous live-streamed cast chair reveal, which everyone gave that flack, the cast chair stuff. Then if you got a problem, don't watch it. And then 8 hours later when it was done, you could have came and, oh, that's what it was. It was just chairs of the names. I'd rather just see the fast version. And footage and dialogue spotlighting Avengers Doomsday's confirmed characters. This montage, which served as a powerful reminder of the MCU's rich history and the diverse team of heroes that Doomsday is assembling, began with Thor's rallying cry from Love and Thunder. We could pull together the greatest team ever, followed by Sam Wilson's line, if we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight. Shuri's declaration, now is our time to strike, transitioned to Ant-Man's memorable promise, A line from Scott Lang's in-universe memoir, Look Out for the Little Guy, that was highlighted in Quantumania. Will I be there when the Avengers needed me? Absolutely. I think he was reading a book in the library to all these kids when he said that line. Yeah, so they basically, Darius says he's got an edit, and the edit that he has access to will just have those scenes sounding all cool. Continuing, Yelena, we stick together from now on. And then Joaquin Torres, I don't recognize that name. Joaquin Torres says, that pressure, that responsibility, I want that too. Red Guardian added a touch of optimism. This has the makings of a team that can bring light from darkness. And Loki provided, raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard. X-Men, Professor X from X2, X-Men United says, there are forces in the world, both mutants and human alike, who believe that a war is coming. Cyclops' dialogue from the 2000s X-Men, if anything happens, I'll take care of them. Fantastic Four first steps. Today, we are your defenders. We will protect you. The sequence culminated in another Shuri Bombay. Okay, could have used T'Challa, just saying. Evoking the spirit of Wakanda. I like that Infinity War trailer when T'Challa was saying, you Bombay. You remember the one? When then Okoye, she's like, hey, when the Avengers, or when we're going to open to the world, I thought we were going to have maybe a Starbucks or the Olympics. I think the main question should be, why is it age restricted? Also, Torres is the new Falcon. Yeah, I don't recognize that. I don't do that mantle stuff.
Yeah,
the Falcon is Sam Wilson.
Google Chrome is a piece of shit. I came in here on Google Chrome, camera wouldn't show, none of that. I could hear you, I had to get up and unplug my camera, plug it back in, and come on Firefox. I hate Google Chrome. I need to delete that shit from my computer. Just switch us.
Thank you.
Yeah, so sure not as exciting as it could have been, but that is the gist what Chill read.
Could it be on YouTube though? What would it be titled?
And this Twitter account made that and posted it directly to Twitter. I could see though if maybe they had a link to like a Twitter page in there. Bio.
Yeah.
Me check.
I'm on an emergency awesome video right now.
Oh God.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Marvel showed off a new Avengers
He doesn't
Doomsday
know.
trailer at
He's
Destination.
about to read the same shit you read. I thought he had a video.
Yeah, it sounded like it from the beginning of that, but it's not it. It's not it at all.
Okay, they have a YouTube link. Let me see if this is a YouTube link to that video, though.
Sweet.
Oh, well, look at there.
Swing it over.
Check the private chat.
Victory.
Oh, this isn't it.
No, it's not.
Hold on. This is it. Okay, this one's it.
It's his channel though? King Spike?
Yeah. He's one of they do some, I won't say they like one of the big scoopers out there, but they do a good job.
We could pull together the greatest team ever.
Look, if we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight.
Now is our time.
Absolutely.
We stick together from now on.
That pressure, that responsibility, I want that too, man.
A team that can bring light from the darkness.
Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
There are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming.
If anything happens, I'll take care of them.
We will protect you.
Wakanda forever!
Well, keep it at D23. Don't release that one to the public. Don't release that one. That's not the one to release. But I liked only real line I really liked was mutants and humankind alike believe that a war is coming for Professor X from what, O2 X2.
Hi, Andre. Bird? No. He said chill pause because swing it over is crazy. Swing it over. Swing it over. Like pass the ball. Like there's nothing wrong with that one. Swing it over. Come on.
Andre said they all gonna die.
Yeah. Merge the Awesome doesn't know he's just a clickbaiter.
I'd be saying the same shit. Mercy also don't know shit. Just be repeating the same shit in his videos.
Okay. I didn't know that he had that reputation.
Oh, no. He may not. He obviously does not. Look at his subscriber count. Look at his video.
I think he does great stuff. Hey, here's the WTF moments. He even covered Legend of Korra way back when.
Oh, I'm more. See, the only time I ever am directed to Emergency Awesome is anytime there's a. So maybe I'm biased because I've only watched Black Panther videos. I only because people send them to me. People will be like, "Hey, did you see this new that he said?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me go see the bullshit he's talking about now." I know that you guys are going to correct me in the comments, but this T'Challa is the definitive T'Challa right now in the MCU. I mean, I know you're going to correct me in the comments, but this is nope, he's not on our side.
Wait, he said that then?
Yes.
He's talking to me then. Then he's talking to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's him. So maybe I'm biased because I've only watched those videos.
All right. Agent Black is back. He says he has some good videos, definitely. But for the most part, for the last couple of years, he's really been clicking his audiences, and they don't even know the wiser because most of them are like little kids. All right. Like he'll cover literally everything, but a lot of the times he doesn't know. He'll just BS and make it seem like he knows something.
What though? I'm not hating on his game. Hey, he's probably over there with a bigger YouTube bank account than mine. If he cracked the code and that's the code for him and it works, I'd be bullshitting too. I'd be cranking out bullshit videos too. I'd be like, hey, that last one got 36,000. Let's get 56,000. Let me repeat some shit over. And yeah, I would do the same. So if he cracked the code.
Hey, Josh said something similar to that yesterday, and he was like, we're getting bigger. If we ever do like one of those reads because the sponsor paid it, you just sit through the ad, right? Like, I don't know, F the sponsor, but like, just sit through, please. We're trying to make a little money here.
Yeah. I saw him say that. Hey, I mean, we're all trying to, it is a passion. We do it. Obviously, Chill and I are on here because we love it. We're not up at 10 a.m. because we don't, because we're pulling in mass. We love this community. We love hanging out with you guys. We love having fun with you guys. I love talking about all of this stuff, not just Marvel related, movies, Hollywood, the other side of the life that's not mine. I'm talking about all that stuff. So yeah, but we YouTubers do this because Josh does it because he loves it, but he also, I understand he has, this is his job. Like this pays his bills. He has 2 children. He has a wife. He's good at what he does. So I get it. Emergency Awesome too. If that is paying your bills, I'm not mad at you.
Charlie, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think it would be really cool to have a trans woman be Mystique. She is my favorite Marvel character of all time, and I relate to her so much. This came from Jinx Monsoon.
Cornelius said, I hate people. I don't hate people. I don't hate people I invite in, and I've invited you all in.
For now,
on the outside,
so far,
no. No. Didn't everybody want the girl from Euphoria to play Mystique? Wasn't there like a big campaign? When I say everybody, I mean there was like
Zelda.
Yeah, but I thought people were like, "Oh yeah, it'd be the most intelligent to make her Mystique because she is trans and she's gender fluid and yeah."
If she's not trans in the comics, keep it. I think you mean if she is.
No, he's saying if she's not trans in the comics, don't do it. And I agree with that. I mean, I get the premise. I'm not saying I don't get it. I get what the idea because she's gender fluid and she can Mystique can change her, but at heart, Mystique is a female. Like, yeah, she can change into a male, but at the end of the day, she is a female, is she not?
You better differentiate sex from gender when you say that.
Okay, well, if I go and look at Marvel's official little fandom page here.
Oh. Pronouns he, her, she, they.
And we go to how they, and I'm going to read it how Marvel has it on their website. So if you want to get to the technical nitty gritties and the technical sayings of things, you do that on your own time.
Her name is like Raven.
Let's see. They should have her whole shit here. There we go. Hold on. Here we go. Maybe not that one. Is it this one? Maybe not that one. Is it this one? No, yeah, female. Okay.
If you have a character who's male and he's got the exact same powers, he's male, then he goes female for like a mission, and he's like, you know what? Can I have a baby? You can have a baby.
And then in parentheses, just so they put true form, female parentheses true form. So they're letting you know that she is female. So just kind of saying.
Yeah. Nightcrawler Alan Cumming is in the news for saying, "There's so many people in it. I just feel bad for the person who had to schedule the film. It's like 30 of the biggest actors in the world. It's just absolutely nuts." For some reason, though, the quote says a superhero ORGY.
When you were saying that about the hero going male, are you insinuating that if Mystique goes male, she can get a female pregnant?
I meant the other way around. Like if it was a male who had the power to shapeshift, and then he gets pregnant while he's in female mode, like that, he could basically say, "I gave birth to a woman. I gave birth as a woman."
I don't know if it works that way though, because when Mystique pretended to be Wolverine and got the claws cut, she felt that shit. So if you are a man and you transfer over to a woman, I don't then believe that you have all the
Why not?
inner. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
like I said,
you got boobs.
And then the Wolverine, she got the claws chopped off. The claws weren't real. Like, she can't actually use Wolverine's claws when she turns into Wolverine and slash through shit like Wolverine. When
a claw won't come out.
A claw comes out. I just don't think it's adamantium.
Maybe because adamantium is the inorganic part. Because remember, it's experiments that put the adamantium on a skeleton. It's external.
Yeah, she did get Destiny pregnant. I know that she, but Nightcrawler calls Mystique his mother.
Yeah, that. How? What? That's just like
I was reading what Liam said.
I know she got Destiny pregnant. That's how Nightcrawler came about. Yeah. That's what Claremont wanted to do with Destiny giving birth to Nightcrawler. Mystique would have been the father.
Yes,
would have been the father.
Would have, but Nightcrawler calls Mystique his mother. He doesn't say my father. He says my mother. So, I mean...
But then also the beginning of Mike, he says Claremont wanted to do it, but he didn't. It was Azazel and it was Mystique.
Holy, I'm getting it. She's his mother. That's what I'm saying. Like, but what I'm saying is, So maybe we don't use, maybe we just use the comics as a reference and we don't use the Fox, because I'm using the X-Men Fox movie as the reference here. When she Wolverined up, went to use those bastards, got them cut, and she was like, because she felt like, because it hurt her, like, because they're not adamantium. So it's like, if she then maybe this conversation is just too deep, but if she then changes to a male, or I'm sorry, a male, is she shooting?
Yes. She can do the claws. She can do anything natural, including the reproduction fluid. She can do that.
But the claws aren't natural for Wolverine. That's
claws are natural, but the adamantium metal is unnatural.
Yeah. So right. So is that okay? So maybe that's where you're saying that's why she did. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Has she ever copied somebody's X gene? Does she regenerate when she's like, okay, I'm gonna look like Wolverine. I'll have Wolverine's ability to grow a claw, but
no,
I don't,
because she got stabbed. No, wow, fuck. I'm still using no. She doesn't regenerate like Wolverine. So you're saying when she's transformed like Wolverine, does she and gets stabbed or something? Does she regenerate like Wolverine?
Yeah, does she have a healing factor of the person? No. But I think naturally her body does have a healing factor. If you can transform it, you can transform my open wound on my arm. Let's say there was a gash right here, and I'm like, okay, let me transform to someone who has a pure hand.
Yeah, right. She's a shapeshifter. She's not exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's not like. I mean, I don't know. No, she does not have Wolverine's power.
Oh, not the healing factor.
No.
Dwayne said no. Chill. I'm gonna need more than just no. Fine, Dwayne. You're telling me that I'm wrong. Inform me. Why am I wrong? Because you get cut up and you go, there's a hole. And then you just say, let me just turn into Iron Man, Tony Stark. And now that I'm a new person, I'm Tony Stark, and I'm healed again.
I'm trying to think of another example. Well, here's another example. That doesn't. Even if that. No, I know for sure that's not how it works. And anyway, I'm saying I know for sure. I'm once again not referencing comic. I'm going back to the movies here. When let's go to Days of Future Past. When she got shot with the bullet by Magneto and she was bleeding and she changed into all those different people, she was still bleeding. That's how Magneto found her in the crowd of people. So if she, you're muted. So if she could do that, well, I'm saying if she could do that, why not just immediately change into a mutant with healing abilities instead of all these different people? Yeah. So she
can. It's proof. In movies, it's proof that cannot happen.
By the film.
If it does happen, it takes longer to heal. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? What I said is out the window. She can't copy powers. And her natural power of shapeshifting does not include an extra quick heal because you just are like, okay, well, I'm going to be fixed now. Got it.
I've always said, out of all the mutants, and you're going to think this is crazy, but out of all the mutant powers, I've always wanted Mystique's. Do you know the power that you could have to be able to change into anyone
and not get caught?
That is power.
Did you tell someone to help you on your little missions, and someone knows your secret, which is like a liability?
Nah, that's between me and God. If I have the ability to shapeshift, that's between me and God alone.
But you need someone to be your distraction. You need someone to be like, hey, make everyone look at you so that I can do the.
Or I can just go to the bathroom or go around the corner and voodoo, go in my car and voodoo, and come back in and be like, hey, Mr. Chase Bank, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Just going to go check out the vault today. I'm gonna go count that money. Yeah.
Yo, you could impersonate the president while he's asleep and make it seem like he did something crazy.
No, see, Cornelius is taking it a different way. I'm not thinking sexual, and I'm thinking of money, rich, what I can do. Is like if I look, let me be Elon for a couple seconds. Hey, Mr. Musk, how are you today? Well, I'm good.
Yeah. Like as cool as it may be to fly, like what do you?
Yeah,
Like, that'll get
keep all of
tired.
that. Yeah, keep all of that. Let me change into people. That never goes away.
Yeah, and they live longer too. I mean, in most fictions, when the guy who changes himself gets to live long. So that would be all of the X-Men now. No, there's one more X-Men, and we touched on it the last Friday when we were chit-chatting about Storm. Her name is Kirby Howell Baptiste. She played Coy when she was...
Exactly. Sorry, what Antonio said. Victimless crime, sir. It's insured. They all get that back. I'm hurting no one. If I turn into Mr. Ferrari, hey, I want to test drive one of these today. You may not come back. It's your lot, sir.
This is our same story, so I don't want to.
Yeah, but didn't Snyder talk? I think Snyder said something, or maybe not.
See the Diz Insider.
Oh, the Diz Insider. Oh,
yeah, we did it. It's the same article.
Yeah.
So that would be all of the X-Men news. I think it's time to get into one of the main topics. It's a constant here at Planet Fanatics and Chillmonger, and it's about the Avatar: fire, air, water, earth. Long ago, these four nations lived in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. My brother and I found an airbender named Aang, and although he's got
master of all four elements, could stop.
Take it away.
Okay, so were we taking it from the top?
Let's give him the real version. Go.
Let me see. 100 years ago, my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang.
And although he's got much to learn,
no, that's at the end. An airbender named Aang. No, I'm sorry. Where am I at? Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed. My brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills need work, although his airbending skills are good, he's got a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. And I believe Aang could save the world. I think that was it. I might have got some words wrong. Isn't there a longer version? There's there's like a longer version.
On one of the early episodes, they do the longer version. So the news story, the new item is that there could be more avatars than just Aang, Korra, Seven Havens. There could be one after Seven Havens. There could be a fourth additional Avatar storyline. And this is coming, I think Daniel RPK was the guy who broke it. Night Edge Media covered it here on this site. Avatar Studios begins development on a secret Avatar: The Last Airbender waterbending series. So for paying attention to the order, Korra was just a waterbender. So then what the heck is this? Are we going back in time to Kuruk right before Avatar Kyoshi? Is that where we're going right now?
Maybe.
Earlier this week, we at Night's Edge Media were given access. Oh, it went too large. Access to a new casting call from Nickelodeon. The secret casting call was for an animated project expected to begin voice recording this month in Burbank. The project is currently being made under the working title Red Thunder. After speaking to a source, we can confirm the new series is indeed Avatar: The Last Airbender. It should also be noted Mike DiMartino and Brian Konietzko briefly revealed to IGN in San Diego Comic-Con this past July that other shows were already in development at Avatar Studios. Pause for a second. They're doing the voice acting this month. That means so much development has took place to get to this stage, and they just been nice and quiet. Cool. Like if that's you're gonna work in silence like that all the time, and will always only be maybe a year away from the next big thing. I kind of like that, to be honest. Instead of knowing Vision Quests for like 4 years, and it's finally now that it was acknowledged. Like this style is better. Just tell me when I need to know about something. And it's coming. When's it coming? It's only 12 months away. Can't wait. Oh my god, a 12-month wait. Like I actually like that. I don't want to know this 2.5 year wait. We've been knowing about Doomsday and we've been knowing about Secret Wars since like 2022 Comic-Con, right? We've known.
So how is this running with the Earthbender show would come out first?
Yeah, so maybe
they're not like canonical, or they're canonical, but not like, it doesn't have to be like, like, oh, this is right after the Earthbender show. This,
I guess not.
Yeah, because like you said, if they're using I forget the Avatar's name,
Kuruk.
Yeah, Kuruk, then no, this would be before Aang.
Yeah, and it could be a movie before Aang. We don't know if it's a TV show or a movie or a video game.
I thought they said series.
After speaking to a source, we can confirm the new series is indeed Avatar: The Last Airbender series from Avatar Studios. So yeah, they say they're confirming it's a series. While many might think this casting call will be for the previously announced Avatar 7 Havens, it should be noted from our previous reporting, the show began production back in 2023.
That's cool.
Under the working title Aurora. Man, that is a Northern Pole, The secret casting call is also for 2 Native Americans.
So yeah, okay, then yeah.
Water tribe.
Oh, they even said Avatar Kurug down there.
Though it is unknown there are previous Avatar like Avatar Kurug or just supporting characters. So the casting call is for a character named Baru, teens and adults to play a 14-year-old Native American, mainland United States or Canada. Baru is earnest, impulsive, spacey teen. I don't want to read everything.
Wait, I want to know about him.
Because there's so many. Then there's Meebs, and this is another teenager, 14-year-old. And then was there more? I thought there were more castings. I just didn't want to waste time. Fine, we'll read it. Male Baru is earnest, impulsive, spacey teen with skate grunge rocker vibes. He's an underachieving apprentice spellsmith. That's an Avatar, basically. Because they can't really say exactly what it is. A spellsmith is a waterbender, an unlikely person to be tasked with saving the world, but that's his destiny. It's hard for him to pass up a good time or a daredevil stunt, but he'll drop everything to help a stranger in need. He's an optimist with a brightly burning spirit and a goofball who brings joy when he's not ushering in chaos. Baru, Avatar Kurug, is an intrepid risk taker. If he gets an idea in his head, it's like an itch he must scratch, even if the chances for success are slim and chances for injury are high. Thinking things through is not his strong suit. He's all about good vibes and is highly allergic to bad vibes. When someone is making everyone have a bad time, most notably a bully or a peacock, Baru isn't afraid to dish up some comeuppance, or at least attempt to. He'll pick a fight he can't win as long as it's for the right reasons. He's charming and has an energy that just attracts most people. Sort of like a golden retriever. He might ruin your rose bushes with a badly planned stunt, but you can't hate him for it because his dopey smile. Series regular. That was Avatar Kurug.
Or it could be like a Sokka.
Remember when I said his destiny was to save the world? Saving the world, but that's his destiny?
Yeah, I know, but was it not? Didn't they all help Aang save the world? I mean, ultimately he fought Ozai, but
could be a supporting character friend.
But it could be him.
These casting calls, they can't really use the exact terms. They got secret code names for all their projects.
Right.
And, that's why it's skated under the radar until just now. So teen and adult to play a 14-year-old Native North American mainland male. Meebs is usually the smartest person in the room, as well as the laziest. He has perfected the art of doing just enough to get by. He's a trainee, the retinue of the Chancellor, an elite role for a young person. His parents hope one day Meebs will become the next Chancellor and bring prestige to them.
So the top one is correct. Because it doesn't describe that.
Prestige to their influential family. But he isn't interested in any of that. He doesn't know what he wants out of life, but he knows he's bored with politics and the stuffy traditional environment in which he's been raised. Meebs is the polar opposite of his best friend Baru, but he's drawn to Baru for his free spirit and authenticity. Even though he can't admit it to himself yet, maybe Meebs longs to free his own spirit too. Neebs is the de facto negotiator for the group, the Keystone Wizards, ambassador to the world. His high intelligence and sharp wits help Baru identify and correct the wrongs in the world they encounter. Note, this role might sing later in the series, but he doesn't need to be skilled at it. Vocal traits are articulate, smooth, wry, rapid talker, highly educated, authentic sounding teen, not a cartoony voice. Okay.
All right. New Avatar series. But, it kind of lines up with, if you remember when we pulled up that original timeline for what Avatar Studios had planned, they were talking about a movie here. Yeah, it kind of lines up with that. I mean, not the times, obviously, but it lines up with their plans, what they wanted to do at least.
It was part of the article, yeah, right here.
Yeah. So they were also talking about a Zuko film, which I'm still very much interested in. I don't think they were talking about doing anything solo Azula.
Oh, Zuko and Azula in a film? Yes. Put their blue fire against the red fire, make a purple fire. That would be cool. Man, get on it, Brian and Mike.
Yeah, so it lines up. I mean, the Seven Havens would be the fire or the Earthbender one, the new series. That's not
fire.
the water. That's not the water tribe symbol, is it? That's the air nomad symbol, isn't it? No, that's the water. Because we've already done air with Aang, so
Aang is air, Korra's water, Seven Havens, that's going to be an earthbender, and then we get fire.
Nice.
Just don't be related to Zuko, because I think like Star Wars has the same problem, family members and everything. Just have the guy be an original character. Not related to Mako either.
Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, because you don't have to. Necessarily be royal to be the next fire avatar. No, yeah, because first of all, I don't know why I'm thinking royal anyway. Zuko wasn't fucking. I don't know where my mind was going. Fucking Roku, not related to Zuko.
No, but isn't Roku? Didn't he? The Zuko's mom isn't Zuko's mom Roku's granddaughter or something like that? He married into the royal family when they found out he was an avatar. Then he got into the Fire Lords, right? Didn't he get?
I believe so. That's in that very, very, very good either 2-part or 3-part. It might just be one episode where Zuko's reading those letters.
Yeah.
I think that's it's revealed in that.
Ruko is related to Zuko.
Yeah, that's right. I thought so. I don't know why I backtracked on that. I need to go back and rewatch Avatar.
Roku, I think I pronounced it wrong way. Roku.
Yeah, Roku
Avatar
is Zuko's
Roku.
great grandfather.
Yeah, they're related to each other. I
your
guess
mom's
becoming the
side.
Avatar puts you in some sort of status when they'll be like, okay, Mary, get into the family. You're cool. You're noble.
Yeah, it's on his mom's side. He's related to Roku. It's on his dad's side. He's related to Sozin.
Yeah,
correct. Okay, that's a damn good episode. He's reading those letters and learns all that.
You rewatch that show all the time, huh? I watched it once on TV as a young person, and then the second go around might have been year 2014, 13, something like that. Watched the beginning to end, and it's about time. It's been 12 years. I might need to see Avatar again.
Yeah, rewatch it. I watch it often. Yes, I haven't watched it in a minute, but yes.
My favorite.
I was there during the. I remember being on the phone with one of my best friends from middle school during the finale, counting down. Nickelodeon had the timer in there.
You were on the phone with him, you're right?
Yeah, fun.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to like. Oh, you told the story before. I didn't mean it that way. Sorry.
Oh no. If I've told, I'm pretty sure I have told that.
Yeah.
But yeah, good times.
This is my favorite Avatar scene ever when they said, "We got our eye on you."
Hey, I got my eye on you.
Water tribe.
Yeah. You know what scene that no matter what it is, no matter how many times I've seen Avatar, I still shed a tear in Appa. When you muzzled Appa and he goes to the Avatar state and he's tripping and Aang's crying and Katara grabs him. Yeah, very emotionally touching scene. But they have a lot of those in the Avatar.
I didn't care about Appa like that until I saw Aang all like flustered. Oh my god, what's going on? Where's Appa? I just thought this is the beast that carries you from place A to place B. And then
Yeah.
And it was all Toph's fault for not fighting off those sandbenders.
Hey man, she tried.
she did. She should have. She couldn't metal bend then, could she? Now
she tried. There wasn't no metal out there either.
Remember what Storm did, where she electrocuted the sand and it turned to glass?
Oh,
so we needed Zuko. But Zuko wasn't on the team yet.
Zuko couldn't even do electricity then. I don't think. I don't even think Zuko at that point couldn't. He couldn't even when he fought Azula. He could only redirect it. Remember, because he was like, she was like, hit me with. Where she's like, he was like, what'd he say in the finale? Hit me. What are you afraid to hit me with lightning? Afraid I'll redirect it? Or because remember that was the whole thing. They were teaching him how to redirect it, and he was like, when she hits you, you got to be able to redirect it at her. He could never. I don't think he ever learned how to do it himself.
That was so different than watching Korra. She just learns how to airbend so quickly, learns how to do the spirit water stuff, learns just like that to metal bend. Metal bending actually took her a little while. Still, that took her a while. Yeah, she struggled.
That's one of my irritants with Korra. Is that everything just came so quickly. It's kind of like Rey. Everything just came so quickly for her.
And Bolin learned how to lava bend real quickly. But he couldn't metal bend. Weird. Yeah.
But that whole ending with the three-way fight between Katara, Sokka, and
Azula.
Azula was great.
Katara, Sokka, and Azula.
Katara, Zuko, and Azula. Especially when Katara, got her on under the sewer part, pulled the water up, froze it, melted all the water around her, and handcuffed Azula. Great. I do want to see what Azula's been up to. Like that is like she's obviously imprisoned, but like even as Zuko was Fire Lord, what was going on in the older years? Did he go reconcile with his sister? Did he go visit his sister, talk to her?
Korra took 9 episodes to learn the spirit water stuff. That's the point. Korra is a bending prodigy, not a spirit prodigy. That's why bending came easily to her.
No thanks. I reject that.
You know what was weird? The Jinora could in Korra. She was like projecting herself, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Airbender can project yourself. How? Your spirit is as light as air? That's different. Lava, I get it. You just turn the heat on the lava, just like you turn the cold on water, it turns into ice. But lava bending was weird. Was understandable. Spiritually astral projecting yourself. I don't know if that should be an airbenders,
Yeah, that's fine. There's Star Wars stuff I reject too that they consider canon. I reject it. It's not my head canon. No thanks.
Reject what?
Oh, I just reject Korra doing things the same way I reject Rey, because to me they're one and the same. I compare her to Rey all the time. I reject her being able to do things as easily as Luke, and I reject her, or easier than Luke, and I reject Korra being able to do things easier than Aang. My headcanon. That's why I don't watch Legend of Korra, though. That's why when we talk Avatar, you never hear me bring up Korra. Like, I never will start or end or in the middle of a conversation be like, oh, well, the Korra. I'm not a fan.
The character of Korra, or is it the world and everything they do also? What is wrong with Korra outside of the character?
I'm just not a big fan of her, of that show, really. I mean, I've watched it more than once, but just not the biggest fan.
I thought platinum being the one thing that you can't metal bend was bizarre to me. Why platinum? It's metallic, right?
I can't tell you when the last time is I watched Korra though. So if that is a Korra reference, unless it's a main something, I don't know. Unless it's a main something that had like a main event that happened in the show, I can't have a intelligent conversation with you about it. I can't.
The big final fight on the last episode, that mech was made out of plastic. Platinum. So you couldn't really control it. If you were on the inside of the thing, that's where you could control it and you could use your bending. But on the outside, the exterior was all platinum. And I think that was a writer going, okay, how do we make it so that metal benders can't bend this? We'll create platinum. We have a weakness, an obstacle.
Hey, I see Liam is still going. You can feel how you want to feel about Korra. That's great. Just like everybody in here, they are able to feel how they want to feel about Korra. I didn't like the show. Just didn't care for it. Didn't care for Korra. Didn't care for her show. And as I said, she is the comparison to Rey to me. Not in them being underdeveloped or fully developed characters, just in their abilities to come in and do things easier than the main characters that came before them. That's my thing. I'm not looking at the deeper individual qualities of them or how.
Shut up. See, that's these guys. They hate her because she's brown and a girl. Like, you're gonna really listen to Planet Fanatics spew this garbage?
Oh, is that what he said? I hate it 'cause
Be
she's
better,
brown, girl. Where'd you see that at?
Liam wrote it like a few messages ago. Anyway, he said they hate Korra because she brown and a girl.
But he might be saying they as in general. It may not be us. But if
I know that's what they means. But like, don't. Sorry, go. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say, if it is directed to us, I don't know how many times I have advocated, or not. I don't even feel like I have to advocate because there's nothing to advocate for, in my opinion. Shown how much I love female characters and have made it very plain. I don't care what you have, your genitalia. I don't care if you're brown. I don't care if you're yellow. I don't care. None of that stuff. I look at, and personally wouldn't have the conversations about them if they weren't conversations we have here. I look at when I'm watching films and things like that. You know, that's why Chill and I differ. I'm not throwing Chill under the bus or anything like that when I say this. We differ on his view on he doesn't want to watch films that aren't black led or things like that. If it's good, I'm watching it. If it's Purple People Eaters, I'm watching it. And if it's good, that's great. Fantastic. So to throw I don't like someone because they're female or I don't like someone because of their color of their skin, I'm the wrong person to put in that box because I don't, that's not my MO.
Yeah, I was saying in general, Chill, damn. I was taking your side, Liam. But I will say that you just gave oxygen to them because no one was talking about they before you said it. So let's try to do this without giving geeks and gamers and whoever else it is that is they a presence or even a thought. Nah, it's just the character was trash, lol. Is Aang basically Korra because Korra is Aang's next life? So isn't this a continuation of Aang's story?
They're all basically the same. I mean, they're different in personalities, obviously, but they're all the Avatar. Past lives. It's just a past life of his. Of hers, rather. Aang is a past life of her.
Yeah, man. She doesn't have access to them all because of, again, the spirit water that whipped on Rava. And it went, oh, Avatar Aang disappeared. Oh, she got hit again. And then the last Avatar, until it went to the first one. And now she cannot access them. But this little new Avatar has access to go and talk to Korra.
Do we know that for sure? But maybe it's just Korra she has access to because of the whole spirit thing that happened. So maybe she. But do we know that for sure that she even has access to Korra?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Unless someone whips Rava with spirit water again and loses Korra.
Well, then you will see Korra next episode or next season or next show.
Very good news, though. Very good news to know that the Avatar studios weren't just sitting and chilling. While Brian and Mike did have to leave the Netflix Avatar, it didn't stop the Netflix Avatar from happening. So we have that. I know you don't like it, but I'll watch it. And then on the other end, also, when it's not animation, when it is animation, they've got 2 things prepared. Give me a video game also. I actually hope that this Korok game, a TV series that they're rumoring, is not a TV series. It's a game.
The what we just read.
Yeah.
I have a TV series. I don't want to play the game.
Avatar is made for video games. You power up, you learn a new element, you get, it gets good like that. And you age too. This is great.
Well, then do that. Sure. Make it a movie or make it a series, but make it a game too. For those of us that don't want to play that damn game and want to actually watch it, yeah, sure. Because I don't want to play it.
You can watch the cinematics.
Are they Knights of the Republic level cinematics?
Yeah, they'll be Knights of the Old Republic. They'll be 2D though.
No. I'd rather just watch the show.
Oh.
And how many people are picking up an Avatar game? Did the Avatar games? Because I played the one on, what was it, PlayStation? Let me make sure I'm saying that this is the correct one. Did these games sell like that the first time?
Probably not.
Yeah, so why would we go back down that?
Because it's been lots of years, and I feel like show has gained traction over the last few years. I think that the Netflix series probably introduced an older audience to the franchise too.
Yeah, this was the game. It was not that great. Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, this is not. No, it's this one. This one.
Ayo, during COVID, when it first got on Netflix, Avatar was number 1.
Hell yeah. Yeah, everybody was talking about it. People that hadn't never seen the Avatar were watching it and like, holy shit, this is one of the greatest.
Lucky bastards, they didn't have to wait a week.
John Campea was one of them.
Oh, lucky guy.
Yeah, he did a video during, I remember that during COVID, he was talking about how he never got into Avatar, but they watched it. And yeah, this game, oh my, I didn't like this game, but I did rent it from Hastings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't do this again.
You sharing it?
No, last time I tried to share something, remember I had to leave and then my camera blacked out. I had to come back on, redo it because Google Chrome sucks ass.
It's a video?
Yeah. I'll send it to you though.
Okay.
Private chat. There were 3 games with this. I sent you the middle one.
Okay.
They were on PlayStation 2.
We have traveled far since joining Aang on his journey as the Avatar, and have fought many battles. We have met many people, some friends, and some enemies.
Different voice actors, huh?
Under my tutelage, Aang has learned to waterbend. And although he lacks discipline, his skill is already great. But before he is ready to face the Fire Lord, Aang must master the remaining elements of Earth, then Fire. And so, we find ourselves once again flying toward the great Earth Kingdom, in the hope that Aang can find a master Earthbender to teach him.
Omashu. Book 2 Earth. This might have came like after the first season.
This one came out
PlayStation 2. That had to be 05. 06.
Oh, 07.
Oh. And you bought this game? Ew.
No. I did not buy this. I went to Hastings was a regular Friday evening adventure. So my mom would take me to Hastings and I would go rent several games. This was one of them.
Well, I
I'm glad that winter's over. I won't get so many colds.
You know, looking back on this is the graphics and everything are not that bad for the time. Not that bad for the time. I do remember.
If I liked Avatar and I was young, yeah, I'd love this.
Yeah, this was
I
the
want
game.
to skip to the ending and let's see him fighting, but using more elements. Simple puzzle. Man, this is. They could have made any game do this. They probably like pre-make games with puzzles and stuff like this, and then they go, which IP will we just slap on and we'll decorate it? But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Get to the fighting.
Come.
Oh, you can play Zuko?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is all right.
Can't get hit with the smoke. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Like I said, there were 3 games. There was the first one that came out in 06, that one 07, and the last one came out in 08.
Happy Labor Day.
Into the Inferno was the last one. That's where you battle it out with
Fire Lord Ozai.
Where are you? Yeah.
Chilling with the lion turtle. So that's the Avatar news for you. Love that franchise. I love imagining. And if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, go follow the Avatarist on YouTube, who is just a great channel covering this.
And you can also follow Avatar News on Twitter. They do a great job. They cover all the stuff too.
Follow Avatar News. I think I'm going to do that right now, okay? I'll just do it on another tab. So Screen Time says that the Duffer Brothers say that episodes 3 plus 4 of Stranger Things, season 5, are complete. The Turnbow Trap is the most classic Stranger Things-y episode of the season. Sorcerer is massive, as big as any finale we've ever done, and the most logistically insane shoot of our lives. We're still recovering.
Very excited for Stranger Things season 5. Man,
Speaking of Stranger Things, what was that noise? We don't know.
That was the fucking Watcher who just fell and knocked over the Fantastic Four. That's the second time he's fell, and so he doesn't get to watch shit else no more. He's gonna have to go in a box. I don't even like that Watcher. I want a different one. All right, Stranger Things season 5 is going to be great. I love Stranger Things. Cannot wait to see season 5.
Mm-hmm.
Every what's her name? Maya Mitchell has said that it feels like every episode feels like a movie. Like it feels like one long 6-hour film. How big it is and stuff. I'm like, man, I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for this, because when they did the last season, they split it up in parts. Not just running up the hill did that become big, but also Journey. And then this night, what's the name of that song?
Don't Stop Believing.
No. Damn, it's a Journey song. But it's the one that I don't know. It's the one where they go into the Upside Down. That I remember that being like the theme of all the trailers, that being the theme of them going into the Upside Down. And we finally go into the Upside Down when you're there without, because they're all split up every season. Everybody's split up every fucking season. So that particular group that was in the Upside Down, it was Nancy, it was Steve, Maya Mitchell's character, I forget her name, and then oh boy, Snaggletooth. So they were all down in the Upside Down going to get Vecna, and that it was just I don't know. I'm not going to compare it to like a Marvel thing, but the hype around that final season was great. It was fun time. Yeah, Xavier. He's had his final watch. His watch is concluded. He's done.
Yeah.
And he knocked down Brother Voodoo too. Oh, that's who else fell. Oh, and Damien fell. I had them perfectly set up. Damn. Bitch ass. Pull that back up. That was the I wish I could attend it.
What?
They were watching the movie The Long Walk on those treadmills in a cinema. I think that's Fantastic Frankie, but it's very far away. But I think she was one of them there.
Lucky. How fun that would be.
They're so intense. They're so in movie mode.
I wonder if anybody stopped.
Yeah, I would hope somebody stopped. Even put like a fake person in there just so that they can show what happens, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's The Long Walk, everyone. I love that idea.
I do too.
It's perfect, man.
I just wish that it was like a promotional thing. Like they did it with, I don't know, AMC, and it was nationwide and you had to like get a ticket and go. I would have done that. No, it wasn't Don't Stop. I'm going to find it because it was Journey. Separate Ways. Yeah. Separate Ways.
Yeah. So, next up, let's cover Mason Thaws wants to play Robin or the Flash in the DCU. The Flash and Robin, preferably Dick Grayson or Tim Drake. Jason Todd has a lot going on. He's too dark.
They spelled his last name wrong. It's Mason Thames. He's the one that I said. Now, he's not in the same class as Timothée Chalamet, but I think that he has the same up and coming, could be big in the industry like Timothée Chalamet. His first film was Black Phone, second film being How to Train Your Dragon, which I thought obviously in both he acted very well in. He is doing Black Phone 2. That's already done. He's also obviously doing How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3. I say, yeah, he's inexpensive right now. You want to get somebody who's a good actor in to possibly portray Dick Grayson, or who else did he say? Jason.
Tim.
Jason's too dark. Jason's too dark. Or Tim. Dick or Tim. Jason's too dark. Okay, yeah. I don't know about Dick, but sure, Tim could work. I'm still stuck on the fan casting that's never going to happen as Dylan O'Brien as Dick Grayson, but I like Mason Thames.
That's me recording them off screen while I eat my popcorn. I think he could be a good Wally West.
That too, or Impulse,
or Link. He'd be my pick for Link. He looks young.
Yeah, I think he's got a big career ahead of him.
Well, that is DC for you. But wait, there's more. If we want to go into the Clayface news of the news week, that's actually going to be filming. Clayface has begun. Written by Michael Flanagan and Hossein Amini. Hey, I never hear about this writer. I always hear about how Michael Flanagan just pitched them the best perfect thing. Who is Hossein Amini?
I have no idea.
Is he from Comic Storian? No. Iranian British 59-year-old screenwriter. Okay. He's directed by James Watkins, inspired by the Feet of Clay episodes in Batman the Animated Series. Okay. Now that it says that, does that make you want to watch these episodes, or does that make you say, it'll spoil it, let me watch the episodes after I see the Clayface movie?
No, I'd watch them. This is the original anime. So again, I tell you, I put on stuff all the time. I not recently, but have seen that arc or that episode or whatever. Episodes. It's an arc. I have seen that arc recently because I've recently rewatched. Well, not rewatched the entire thing. Still getting through it. Batman the Animated Series. So I've seen that whole deal with Clayface. I would say I don't think it. Watch it. Yeah, especially if you don't know anything about Clayface.
Okay.
Why not? They say the Bats is in this.
Was the Batman in those episodes?
Of course, it's his animated series.
Then don't tell me that they're based on that. If that's what's gonna not happen, no Batman. Well, they didn't really say this. I guess the person writing the post said it's inspired by the Feats of Clay episodes.
But it's been reported by Discussing Film as well that Pattinson has been spotted, or not, or it's going not been spotted on set, but it's in the show. So I'm happy if that's true.
Pattinson. I think that he's gonna Peacemaker this. He's gonna Suicide Squad.
Oh no, sorry, not Pattinson. They didn't say Pattinson. I said Pattinson. They just said Batman.
Okay.
Let me double check that they just said Batman.
It's actually Brandon Sklenar.
Let me double check. Was it just Batman or was it more than just Batman?
And why did Josh from Den of Nerds?
No, they said Clayface will be in the Batman Part 2. Discussing Film said, source coming from Deadline, Clayface will be in the Batman Part 2.
Which makes the Batman canon, or which
unless he's doing his own Clayface.
Yeah. Fine, whatever, bro. Just I'll find out when I find out. It'll be just like Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. Oh, it is canon? Okay, got it. Thanks. Got it. Understood. Why did Josh say that maybe DC is cursed? Clayface will be in the Batman Part 2, source Deadline.
I think he's saying that more so because it's like, oh, okay, so 2 Clayfaces, 2 Robins, 2 Batman, 2 of everything.
Okay. Here's the thing. If Clayface is in the Batman, then Clayface is the Clayface that Mike Flanagan's writing about. It's the same one. How? Because they wouldn't do 2.
Why?
Why would they do 2? Because there's no need to do 2.
They're doing 2 Batman.
I understand why they would do 2 Batman is because they were already committed to the Matt Reeves thing. But also, Matt Reeves' Batman could be canon to the DCU, just like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad. But let's say they're doing 2 Batman. But whichever Clayface they do, that's gonna be the same one that's gonna be in this movie.
I wouldn't be so confident on that.
Pretty confident. I'm pretty confident they wouldn't do it.
All right. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, if Reeves had a universe already planned out and there was already rumors going around that Clayface was going to be, or was it Clayface or was it... Clayface was going to be... Clayface or Mr. Freeze were going to be the villain. This was before the Court of Owls got that rumor started and all that kind of stuff. And before Robert Pattinson even said in that interview that he'd like to see the Court of Owls. So this was before that. These are the rumors that he was looking at Mr. Freeze or possibly Clayface. And when they were talking about Mr. Freeze, they were talking about... Actually, I don't even need to go into the details. Let's just say, I'm just saying Clayface for him was already on the table. So if I'm not going to tell you, if I'm James Gunn and I'm the president, I'm not going to tell you, okay, we're just bring your Batman here to make this all easy. And you already had Clayface on the table. But I liked the Clayface script that you had that was, I thought, fit better with DC. So I'm pulling it over here. So I'm going to give you your own Clayface to play with. Why would he then take Clayface from him and then say, well, you already had previous plans for Clayface, so you just can't do him.
Well, it's possible that the plans still work with the Mike Flanagan Clayface.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
James just didn't indicate it that way. When he was asked about Clayface, they said, why did you move Clayface from Matt Reeves' universe to your DC universe? He said, because the script was so good and it just fits better in the DCU.
So and Matt Reeves is saying, I'm still keeping a Clayface in my movie? That would mean 2 Clayfaces.
That would mean 2 Clayfaces, sir. 2 Batman, 2 Clayfaces, 2 Robins, 2 Catwomen, 2 Jokers, 2 everything. Because if he's going to have a Batman universe and he's going to have his Batman universe, not only that, that's even this. The pictures, I should have sent it over here. They've already, they're already showing the comparisons of the 2 Gothams. What we've seen of the Gotham logo and universe thus far in James Gunn's universe and the Gotham because it's 2 Gothams, 2 separate Gothams. So if one Gotham has Clayface, then his Gotham has Clayface. If his Gotham has Joker, then so you're going to have 2 of everything. 2 Batmobiles, down to the smallest shit, 2 of everything. 2 crime alleys, 2 everything.
The funny thing is that James Gunn said when he was announcing his chapter 1, he said, things are really confusing here at DC and we're going to be able to just make it all one. And I'm like, okay, good answer, James Gunn. And now what you're saying is more of the same. All because Matt Reeves, before you were hired, Matt Reeves was promised a sequel to Batman and he signed some stuff and he's got creative control. And you're just like, damn, I don't like this. And I hope that minds are changed and I hope those reports are wrong.
I hope it's all, yeah. Like James said, it's all in the air, I wish we could find that video. Josh didn't share the title to it, and I tried to look for it. It's the video that they he shared it they watched it on their stream. It's great. It's perfect. When you want to dissect anything James has said, watch that video. They compiled everything he has been saying since it's an 8-minute video on Twitter and things like that, and in set down interviews. Oh God, it's perfect. He goes back and forth so many. He doesn't know. They don't know. The video I think is recent because they've gone all the way up to some of his most recent interviews.
Okay.
I wish I could find I wish I knew the title of it. I don't. And when he got asked what the title of it was, he said, "None of your business." So you can share it.
Okay, what are the chances that we get these 2 to interact in Doomsday? It's Photon and Storm. And James Mack said huge. Nice.
We know that she's filming now, currently, or hinted at currently filming for Doomsday. So maybe they'll have Sam scream Black Girl magic again, and the 2 of them will conjure up some Black Girl magic.
Perfect. I would love to see that. 2 actually black characters. It's authentic, no race swaps in sight, and it's just them doing something successful, interacting, not winning, not just interacting. That's all I want to see. That's where the bar is. It's so low. It's just interacting. We get that. All right. Thank you. Good news story.
I want to see them. They need to have a good, not just interacting, not just, hey, what up, sister? Hey, I'm good. No, I'm talking like are you sure you can take all of them? She doesn't need backup, or she's got backup. And then all the females, like I want one of those for those 2.
Here's the Clayface.
They're hiding his face, I guess, on set because I don't know, maybe the prosthetics, they don't want you to see.
Okay. Umbrella guy's rushing over.
Yeah, they don't want anybody to see his face right now.
That's a good idea, right? Let's be scared and shook. When we're ready to see this, we'll see it. Yeah, we appreciate guys on the set like the Umbrella dude right there who's running down the steps. Thank you.
Gracias, Umbrella dude.
Yeah, gracias.
Thanks for that.
Be the Umbrella dude in your life. Star Wars. So Rada the Hutt. He's in space. He's in the galaxy far, far away a long time ago. And Rata, actor, played by Jeremy Allen White, is grown up, jacked, and celebrating a win in a gladiator arena. This is the same shot at the Star Wars Celebration Japan. Well, I don't see the shot. Did they?
They shared it. Those people didn't. Hold on.
But if we played it on our stream, would Disney?
It's a picture. It's just a picture. All they've released from this is stills. And again, it's just the It's what they showed at D23.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that whole. Here it is. Check the DM. It's that whole deal. Oh, Grogu's walking on his own. All right.
A new HD still. Oh yeah, that I've seen this one. I remember it.
No, they got one of Grogu walking on his own. I'm sending that to you too.
If it's a picture and not audio, you can send it yourself.
Oh, that's right. Well, I've already sent it to you. Yeah, there's Rada, Stinky, Jabba's son, all jacked, and I mean he's jacked in the comics. So
there it is, an HD still. Oh, next to Zeb.
You got Zeb, Grogu, and Din Djarin.
Love it. I love it. And I did the homework. I watched Rebels, and I'm not complaining. Oh my god, look, I think I gotta brush up and watch scenes. This is gonna be hard to get into. I forget what his name was. I don't care. I mean, I care, and I do love it. And this is homework that I'll be doing right before I watch the Mando Grogu movie. I'm gonna check out his scenes and learn about his lore.
Zeb Aurelius. Yeah. How fun. Yeah, Zeb, whole crew just returning.
Sick.
Ahmad Basadi popped up on my For You page on Instagram. So I went to his Instagram. Interesting character. Very interesting guy. He raps. Did not know that. Interesting guy. They should have went with Aladdin, but interesting guy.
Yeah.
The question is, can Grogu talk now? That's the interesting part. Or what Omni-Man say? That's the neat part.
You did this before, yeah. We know how you feel about the Grogu talking. It's a point.
No, I didn't ask that. That was a question that someone asked in the chat. I understand. I know. Everybody already knows how I feel about Grogu. That's why I'm not going into how I feel about Grogu.
Felt like
Xavier said the question is, can Grogu talk? And I said, that's the neat part.
Gotcha. That is the question.
No, he's not going to talk, likely.
Maybe in the trilogy on the third movie.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we've got a news item from the galaxy of DC. James Hawes, director of Lanterns, talks about the show. Chris Mundi and Damon Lindelof, they have done things like Ozark, True Detective, and the script has such wit, so much character, and it's like a buddy cop movie. And I have talked about this in sort of True Detective, Fargo, No Country for Old Men, Naturalistic. It's a buddy cop movie, and somebody flies. Huh? Okay, thanks. That's what more can you say? I appreciate your kind words.
Yeah, they need to show something from that. Graham Greene passed away. It's been reported 3 minutes ago. R.I.P.
White characters and all
these. Yeah, I'll be watching. The Lanterns. Aaron Pierre's in it.
That's Mufasa. I think it's very misunderstood what I meant when I was like, "Hey, is it a white lead? Okay, I'll pass on that." First time I said it, it was Extraction with Chris Hemsworth. I'm like, I'm not interested. I'd rather watch Damascus. I'd rather watch it's being misconstrued. I don't care either to fix it. You guys can
bring it up.
Why bring it up?
Yeah,
Cornelius said it. Your buff twin. I'm trolling. Chill out. Understood. Successful trolling, because I actually believed you. That's the last thing to share here. You had one more, and this had nothing to do with Marvel or DC. It was just the horse from Zootopia, Patrick Warburton. He was going to play Mayor Wind Dancer, an actor turned politician. This guy will play this character.
I think that fits too, because isn't he the one with the does he do Joe's voice on Family Guy?
Oh, is that what he does? All right. Yeah, I can see Joe as a politician.
That voice fits that horse. So yeah, I can definitely see that. I think he does Joe's voice on Family Guy. Family Guy cast.
Lit.
Yeah, he does. And he does a lot of other like animated voices. He is Kronk in The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
He voices in the B movie. I think he's that one guy, one of the main characters in the B movie. Sky High, Buzz Lightyear, Open Season. That's right. He is the gym teacher in Kim Possible. That's where I think I notably most remember his voice. Yeah. Yeah. He's got a very distinctive voice. He does a lot of live action stuff too. She's got a very impressive resume. Good for him.
Yeah, notable voice. If you know him, you know him.
Patrick Warburton.
If you don't know him, you know him too.
Indeed.
You want to leave on a great video? Have you seen this? You see this guy?
No.
Great. The next minute and 42 seconds of your life will not be the same. You are going to experience something different after we get to this super chat.
Yeah. I go where I want, good. Play if you want, let's do it. I'm a young CEO, sure.
Yeah. Huh?
Sorry if I missed it before, but what are y'all's thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters? Well, the last time we talked about it last week, I really had no opinion on it, but I like that fans got to see what they wanted at a movie theater. I like that it made money. I like that Netflix is helping the movie industry, also like the theater industry. I didn't watch the show though, but I mean, I saw all the fangirls. Oh my god, the buttons, and all that. So it served its purpose. Everyone's happy.
Didn't watch. I did not watch K-pop Demon Hunters. We did watch that trailer though.
Sorry, but everyone subscribe over to the Glimmercast because she makes great content and we appreciate her.
I should watch. I might give it a watch. I didn't say I wasn't after watching that trailer.
Chill's lying. He was there and dressed up. Yay! So I didn't know much about it though. I thought it was just like K-pop Demon Hunters. I know there's Hunters. X-Hunter. I know there's Demon Slayer, and is it anime related? I didn't really, so it went over my head. But then when I saw how successful it was, I was like, well, maybe I do need to check it out. This is what you got to watch.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other night for no reason, guess what? You're going to get kicked out of the United States Navy. You know how they tell us that we should be careful what we do on social media because there could be real life consequences? Hi, my name's Real Life Consequence. I've done a thorough background check and now I know everything about you. I know what little town in Texas you're from. I know your name, your phone number, your email address. I've seen your disciplinary records. I know the names of all of your family members, including your dead mother and your daughter who turns 2 next week and her mother who's going to have to pay for all the birthday presents this year because you came into my live stream and saw a black man who was talking about Pokemon cards and video games and you assumed, yeah, he's not going to do anything if I call him slurs repeatedly even though he's trying to help me. Turns out I am going to do something. Turns out there are so many things I can do because I have all the screenshots. I have all of the recordings. I know that after you left my live stream, you went into someone else's and started talking about how much you love Jesus and God and the Bible. So maybe I should send that evidence to the church you go to in that little town we both know about. I know exactly which boat in the Navy you serve on, and I know the names of black sailors that serve on the same boat as you. Maybe I'll send the clips to them as well. but only after I send them to the Naval Inspector General's office because I'm getting you fired. I'm getting you kicked out of the Navy. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There is no apology I will accept. There is no excuse I will listen to. There is no money you could offer me. You're getting fired. And when you're working the graveyard shift in an Amazon warehouse and your back hurts and your feet hurt and those white bright lights are beating down on you and the teenager who still has his life ahead of him walks up to you and says, "What are you doing here?" Tell him the truth. Tell him about me.
That was better than that Silver Surfer thing that you were all in. That's he cut a pro. Remember the one where it was like, "Your loved ones, I herald for Galactus. Hold your loved ones." Remember that one? I herald the end.
I don't know how those correlated, but great video from Dude. Sure,
amazing
great video from Dude.
I didn't even feel sorry for the guy, and I'm usually the guy who's like, "Hey, cybersecurity. How the hell did he be able to know that what stream he was watching afterwards?" And I want an update. I want an update. Maybe with Not Like Us.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Mm-hmm. What was that reading for Filth? I just walked in on. That was pretty special.
Yeah, you definitely read the shit out of him.
Funniest thing, the TikTok bloop at the end. Yeah, sure, I guess. But doxing, that's what it's called. But you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to cheer sometimes because I want to just have like a uniform rule. No one should be able to do that. Anyways, do what he said he did. Like, I was able to see you were streaming there, and then now I know your mom's dead, and like that's like, yo, hey.
Are you talking about having information on people or finding out information on people?
Yeah, I feel privacy is important.
Oh yeah, I feel that as well. Privacy is important.
But also, I don't know what's on his Facebook. Like maybe on his Facebook account, it's RIP Mom 2024. Like maybe
Well,
that.
Anytime. How can I say that? Yeah, basically without. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can find out anything you need to find out. Basically on Facebook, people post their lives. You go up to that little 3 dots in the right-hand corner. You type in a specific word. It'll pull up anything they've ever posted with that word.
MOM. See? Yeah.
Indeed.
With that being said, thank you for coming here for yet another morning report, evening report with Chillmonger and Darius. I heard a noise before he did that, which means, oh, he's back. How you doing? Which means that there's some background noises. Anyways, we don't need you. We're going. Any final words that you want to touch on, or let's just go?
No, we are back here tomorrow at that same 2 p.m.-ish time. And that is the new time. That is the new times for the streams. So if you liked what you saw today, go ahead and hit that subscription button, the like button. It helps us out over here. Subscribe to Chillmonger individually on his channel. You can subscribe to my channel, Planet Fanatics, as well. Also, Marcus over at Back of the Bus, who we do this with on Thursdays, our Pantheon stream, Thursday evenings. He does this on Sundays. So you can check out his live stream on Sundays as well. Check out Back of the Bus and subscribe to them if you are not. And to all of our other YouTube friends, all of our others that typically join, I saw Blue in here today. I thought you also said the Glimmercast. Go check them out as well. Check out all of our YouTube friends. It helps everyone out. So again, like, subscribe, share with your friends. We are back here tomorrow, and we will see all of you guys in the very next video. Have a blessed and safe rest of you guys' Monday. Oh, and happy Labor Day. Don't do too much labor.
Yeah.
Peace out.